And you're welcome back here to Kenny Park in Athenry, where we're all set for the fourth of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship quarter-finals here in Kenny Park. And as we've been saying all weekend, Sean, there's been a storm all weekend, but in fairness, that the pitch is in great condition here.
It is, and just looking around here now at it after the two games yesterday, and when you consider the rain that we got on Thursday and Friday here in Galway, thanks to Storm Amy, as you say, and even yesterday morning, the breeze yesterday, we have remnants of the breeze to the left, but the pitch looks in ideal condition. There's a buzz about this game now, isn't there? I think last year in the championship, the four quarter-finals, the last one was St Thomas's and Turlock, if my memory serves me correctly. There was a build-up to that game. There's a build-up to this game here as well. Loughrea and Clarinbridge already early on when we came in first Athenry, a few queues starting outside the gates and that. This is a big game. Clarinbridge, the form team of the championship. Qualified, just over a month ago, were hugely impressive here. The opening round game against Turlock hit 5 goals. In fact, that ability to get goals is it something like 15. They're well in double figures in terms of what they got. They got 6 against Ardrahan the last day out. Weathered a bit of a storm against Cashilgar, who went at them strongly in the final group game, but they weathered that and came up with the goals as well. I mean, you have Evan Island to the fore up front, but you have Aaron Island now settling in to his senior career. We saw him last year in Ireland, unfortunately getting injured in his championship debut, and that long-term hamstring injury thankfully seems to have been sorted now. He's a huge addition, as is the likes of the Sean Murphys to that Clarinbridge team. Taking on Loughrea Niall, who, and I'm surprised to a degree by this, Loughrea kind of been, I don't want to say been written off, but like Loughrea have done what they've had to do at the same time. Okay, the defeat to Craughwell was the eye-catching result in the group games, in the sense that Craughwell defeated Loughrea deservedly on the evening. But I suppose when you look back on yesterday now, you see Craughwell's form holding up. They defeated Sarsfields to get to the county semi-final. You'd wonder, are Loughrea kind of planning, were they planning for the latter stage of the championship? Will Shane Morgan be back? Anthony Burns, I would expect to be back from suspension. They're getting back to the kind of their full team. Martin McManus is now back on flow. Wasn't with them last year due to that cruciate injury. So this is an intriguing game.
Sure is an intriguing game, and both teams that have loads of very, very young talent coming through. We've seen Loughrea got to the county under-20 final. They're in the Junior A final as well. I think they're in the Junior E final. They won an under-16 title a couple of weeks ago as well. They got to a minor semi-final. Clarinbridge, on the other hand, have done all those things as well in the past and have numerous minor and under-20 titles won. So these two teams have serious talent all through.
Well, you just have to look at the two programmes to see that. I mean, even Chris Cannon is in goal for Clarinbridge. We mentioned Sean Murphy. Mikey Fallon is down as number 4. Gavin Lee, TJ Brennan, 2 county defenders being played in the half-back line. Joshua Ryan beginning to assert himself now at this level alongside Liam Lean. And up front then, as you say, Aaron Island is obviously the name that stands out. For Loughrea, they probably may not be firing all cylinders, but the fact that they were missing a few in the early stage of the year meant they got good game time, into the likes of Gavin Maher. Vince Morgan has become an integral part. We see the team that's on the programme here, Jamie Ryan, we hope that he's playing because he's had an awful lot of injuries in the last few years. Colin Killeen, I think, has been developing into a very good hurler. So there's a lovely mix in both teams. This is going to be a huge game now because both of them have been kind of meeting each other regularly at underage level. However, Loughrea do have, I think, the Indian sign over. They're going for their 4th win in a row over Clarinbridge today, so I'm sure Clarinbridge will have a lot to say about that. The winners of this night is going to have a big say in the championship.
They sure are going to have a big say in the championship. There's already 3 teams in the county championship semi-finals. Who'll be joining them? We'll know in about an hour and a half's time. It'll either be Loughrea, the county champions, or Clarinbridge. The game is live on Stream Sport in association with Galway GA and And indeed, you're very welcome here to Kenny Park in Athenry. We're almost set to go for the fourth and final quarter-final of the Galway Senior Hurling Championship, and we had a dramatic end to the previous game. A late goal by Victor Manzo sees St Thomas's through to the county semi-final. They won by 2 in the end, 118 to 19 points over Tommy Larkins, who battled bravely in the end. But now it's the turn of the current county champions. The current county champions being Loughrea. They put their title on the line when they take on Clarinbridge in a game that starts in about 5 minutes' time. And Andy Cohn, big game here, Clarinbridge and Loughrea, very difficult to call.
Huge game, and two teams, obviously the county champions like I said, but two teams with huge aspirations for 2025. Very, very strong squads. Clarinbridge, very, very good passes through the group stages. Loughrea with a little bit of a wobble against Crowell. Got back on track with Mike Cullen in that preliminary quarter final, and they'll be very, very happy with the way they're going again. So yeah, making for a really, really interesting second game here now, and like I said, the last quarter final of the weekend.
We'll start with the teams. We'll go through them. We'll start with the Clarinbridge team. In goals, number 1 is Chris Callan. The full back line is Sean Murphy, Oisin Salmon and Michael Fallon. The half back line, Dylan Dunnis 5, Gavin Lee 6 and TJ Brennan 7. Midfield pairing of Liam Leam and Joshua Ryan. Number 10, Shane Ryan, doesn't start. His place is taken by Derek Coonahan. And the centre forward is Evan Nyland, the captain, and David Lee, who wears number 12. And the inside line, Mark Kennedy 13, Keen Salmon 14 and Aaron Nyland 15. That is the Clarinbridge team that starts this evening's or this afternoon's senior championship at quarter final. The Loughrea team line out as follows. In goal, number 1 is Garrod Lucknan. The full back line is Paul Hooban, Johnny Cohn and Kieran Hanrahan. The half back line is Brian Keary, Shane Morgan and Joseph Mooney. Midfield pairing of Ian Hanrahan and Colin Killeen. The half forward line is Cayman Killeen, Tiernan Killeen and Jamie Ryan. And the inside line, Anthony Burns, Darren Shaughnessy and Martin McManus. That's the 15 that we have been told is starting for Loughrea, even though there may be 1 or 2 changes. Gavin Maher has played the last couple of matches as well, so we'll see what happens when the teams line out. But there's a big wind, obviously, Andy, here in Kenny Park. Didn't see who won the toss, but it has had a bearing on the game so far this weekend.
It's a massive factor here now, and it's very, very blustery as well too. And the ball has been held up, as you can see in the first game with Thomas and Tommy Larkins, as that ball has been hitting towards the town goals. It's really been held up and coming straight down top of the full forward in there. So yeah, it is. And again, with the wind as well too. Ian Murphy, huge scores in the last game with the power behind you. So yeah, it'll have a big bearing on the game now.
We're almost set to go. The referee is Liam Gordon. Of course, Liam Gordon, the man who refereed the All-Ireland final early on in the year. He's refereing this championship quarter-final. He's the Loughrea management team out shaking hands with him out there, Shane Cusick and Tommy Kelly, prior to the start of the game. But we'll be underway in a couple of minutes' time. But 3 teams already in the semi-finals. The dramatic end to the last game, and the St Thomas's, the 8 times county champions, they kept going, and Conor Cooney's pass to Victor Manzo into the back of the net. They beat Tommy's by 2 points.
Well, if you were so told now that Ian Burke is going to play the majority of the game out the field as far away from the goals as possible, that they were able to battle out that game. Now look, in fairness to them, they were ahead all that second half pretty much up to the end of the game, to the 59th minute, and they stayed alive and they showed their experience, and you just can't afford to let them do that.
Yeah, here we are, our Onaveen. So there you have our Onaveen. We're almost set to go at the start of the final quarter-final of the Galway Senior Championship. It is Loughrea who will have wind advantage in the first half, so from a Clarinbridge vantage point, obviously they'll need to settle into defence. They'll probably have to curtail the space, Andy, as well, for this Loughrea attack.
They will, but as we said in the first game, now the space is actually going to open up in front of the Clarinbridge full forward line more so than the Loughrea full forward line in this half here with the breeze that's in it. So if they can move that ball inside, they're going to look to want to find Aaron Nyland as fast as they can. But look, there's 2 teams full of talent, full of players, full of of flair. So we're really hoping for an interesting game and an exciting game to continue on from the last one.
Yeah, the referee, as you said, is Liam Gordon. His sideline officials are John McDonough and David Staunton. So we're almost set to go. Both sides lining out as selected as we get ready to start this senior championship quarter final here. Liam Gordon throws in the sliotar and the game is underway, and it's Clarinbridge who break away straight away with Joshua Ryan bursting from the midfield sector. Joshua has no support. Brilliant play by Joshua Ryan. He's still going through. He's gone through the heart of the defence here. Joshua Ryan to Mark Kennedy. He's got a man inside. Kennedy goes for the score. Kennedy puts it over the bar. Good score by Mark Kennedy, and that's the first score of the day. And it's something we've seen in the championship, particularly with Dara Whelan for Turlough who's gone on to ball. Joshua Ryan there as well. You win the ball in the middle of the field and you go straight through the heart of the defence.
Yeah, great carry from Joshua Ryan there. Now look at, we've seen his talent earlier on in the year in Cork in the National League with Galway, and a big player for next year. But yeah, great carry and a great score for Kennedy.
The ball is in towards Anthony Burns, back from suspension for Loughrea. He's trying to win possession, but it's won by the Clarinbridge cornerback Michael Fallon over there. He goes to the goalkeeper Chris Callan, who makes himself available. Chris Callan has the ball, and Chris drives the ball off his left hand side over to the far side of the field, but Shane Morgan should be there for Loughrea. Shane Morgan and Aaron Ireland, or Evan Ireland, I should say, battling for possession over on the far side of the field. Morgan back from concussion as well, but Evan Ireland is in possession for Clarinbridge. Lovely pass inside to Mark Kennedy. Kennedy going for point number 2 in the opening stages of the game. Kennedy, has he put the ball over the bar? He has put it over the bar, and Mark Kennedy has started impressively. A minute in, he's 2 points on the board.
Very, very sharp, but in fairness to Evan Ireland, a super tackle there on Shane Morgan. He kept the ball alive, he turned it over, he made the pass, and that's the second score now already for Mark Kennedy. Very, very sharp in these early stages.
Garage Loughnane goes route 1, looking for Darren Shaughnessy at the edge of the square. That ball goes high, it's going to break, and TJ Brennan is sweeping back there effectively for Clarinbridge. Gets the ball out to Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee out to Dara Coonan, who makes himself available. And Clarinbridge will be happy with the start against the wind. A low ball inside towards Aaron Nyland. Himself and Kieran Hanrahan on each other. It's a match we've been anticipating to see how it'll go as Nyland goes to the score, but he's adjudged to have just
swung back there a little bit,
the hurl back there, and it's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Loughrea, and it's Shane Morgan who's going to come and take this free. And we saw in the first game, Andy, the value of a long-range free taker. We saw Ian Murphy for Tommy Larkins hit 5, was it, or 6 points in the last game, and Shane Morgan we know is a sweet striker of the ball.
Exactly, these opportunities now are going to come up all day long now for whoever has the breeze behind them. So if you can get your accuracy and get your radar in it's a massive outlet of scores for the team.
Here comes Shane Morgan with the free for Loughrea. He's on the 45 metre line. He's hitting into the Credit Union scoreboard end here in Kenny Park. He's playing with a huge wind advantage in this first half. His side over 2 points down in the early stages. They won't mind too much with that at the moment. As Shane Morgan takes that free, just didn't get hold of it, but it's going to land in around the edge of the square. It's going to be a dangerous ball. TJ puts up the hand and TJ comes away with it, takes it out of the air. That's TJ Brennan. He's on an advantage in Clarinbridge. Work it out of defence very, very well, and Gavin Lee is in possession on the 45 metre line. Gavin Lee, of course, was centre half back for Galway this year. He launches it inside towards Aaron Nyland. Himself and Hanrahan go for possession. Brilliantly taken by Aaron Nyland. He spins, he goes for the score. It'll be a great point if it can go between the post. It doesn't though. It's the first wide of the day for Clarinbridge, but in fairness, they look lively early on. Yeah,
lively, very lively. On a good ball across the field from Gavin Lee that picked out Aaron Nyland in fairness, but yeah, probably might look to recycle the next ball, I'd say.
Cayman Killeen blocked down over on the far side of the field. The ball breaks though, as players on both sides just battling for it over on the far side of the field. Brian Keary is there, Evan Nyland is also there. The ball is very close to the line line, and John McDonough indicates that ball has gone out over the line, and it's a line ball over on the far side of the field, and the line ball is to Clarinbridge. A packed Kenny Park here for this quarter final. We know there's 3 teams already in the draw for the semi-finals of the senior championship, they being Crowell, Turlough and St Thomas's. At intermediate level it's Beha, Kinvara, Mila Kirkcourt and Ballygar, and we'll have the draws for those games on Galway BFM at the conclusion of this one, and of course also the Junior 1 draws as well. It'll be Ballinasloe, Salthill, Knocknacarra, Kiltormer and Micheál Brannock in the hat for that one, and we know that it's Lee Mellows and a Hasker Fohana in the Senior B final in 2 weeks time as well. The ball breaks in the middle of the field, and it is TJ Brennan who has it. He started impressively. He's got Joshua Ryan running beside him. TJ still in possession. TJ bursting forward, took a few steps there, got away with them, but he's half hooks there and the ball breaks, and Tiernan Killeen did well to get the ball back towards Paul Houben. Paul Houben in possession, and TJ Brennan looks in a bit of discomfort there as he is gingerly trying to get back on his feet again. Half blocked down there as the ball goes out towards Joseph Mooney, the wing back. He's hit late there, and that's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Loughrea. The ball just spun up in the air, and I think from Mark Kennedy's perspective it was just too much. Joseph was just too much up in the air, and he said, I'll have to get in here beside him.
Have something exactly on it. TJ Brennan, a big carry there, and I suppose to take a lead from the previous game as well too, that kind of decision to carry that ball into the traffic. Now look at it, worked for the very first minute of the game, the carry that Joshua Ryan had for the first score from Mark Kennedy, but you really have to start letting that ball go, because the tackling is so severe now. It's quite ferocious there. Like, you're going to get turned over, you're not going to get the freedom in the park to run straight through.
TJ is gingerly getting back into position, and we went over, seemed to go over an ankle of some sorts when when he went upfield, the Shane Morgan takes that free. He goes in towards Darren Shaughnessy in the full forward line. Shaughnessy can't win possession. It's won by David Lee, who's impressed in this year's championship, out towards Michael Fallon. Fallon trying to get away from Cayman Killeen over on the far side of the field. The ball, as I said, is very close to the sideline once again, and it's TJ Brennan who wins it, gets it back to Gavin Lee, and he first times the shitter down the field looking for Mark Kennedy. Kennedy and Paul Houben battling possession. The ball breaks over both their heads, but Houben has the wherewithal to go back and try to pick it up, and he has the ball in his hand, the experienced cornerback. And that ball goes out over the line, and it's a line ball, and the line ball is to Clarinbridge on this side of the field. David Staunton indicates it came off the boot of a Loughrea man.
Yeah, good tackle from Derek Hoonan there in fairness. He put Paul Houben under pressure as he was carrying the ball, and got his line ball.
Mark Kennedy is interested in taking the sideline. He's got 2 points on the board. They both came inside the opening minute. We have now reached the 5th minute of the half. 2 points to no score here, as Mark Kennedy will take the sideline from the 45 metre line. Clarinbridge twice they've won the county championship, 2001 and 2010. Loughrea have won it on 3 occasions, the last of them of course being in 2024. They won the championship last year. They're trying to put back to back, but Mark Kennedy and Clarinbridge will try to have other ideas as Kennedy goes for the score, and that one is just going to carry, and it's indicated it's actually going to be a free out. Actually, the ball did go wide, but it's going to be a free out, as indicated by the Rachor. The Rachor being Liam Gordon, as Garage Loughnane comes from the goalkeeping position, as this ball is going to go long. Gavin Lee is an extra man in that defence, but Garage Loughnane decides to go across the field, and Dean Hanrahan just about keeps it in play. He's under pressure over on the far side of the field, and he does well, the cornerback, and that's Kieran Hanrahan, I should say, the brother of Ian Hanrahan. That ball is going to carry out, and it's going to go wide, and that is the second wide, or the first wide for Loughrea. I suppose Loughrea just need to settle a small bit here. They haven't scored in the 6 minutes with the wind in the opening stages, Andy.
No, but they're quite smartly not bombing that ball down on top of Gavin Lee, who seems to be holding a bit of a free position at the minute. They're kind of trying to retain possession and keep it alive.
Paul Houben wins the ball ahead of Aaron Nyland. Of course, when Prezat and I were playing in the schools championship this year, Paul Houben was the Banish Thor. Aaron Nyland was the corner forward in Crow Park in that All-Ireland final, as that ball is going to break in the middle of the field towards Dara Coonan. He was also playing in that game. Dara Coonan goes back the field towards Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn off the left hand side launches a big high ball in towards the edge of the square. They go up for it. The ball is going to break. It's going to break towards Aaron Nyland, but Kieran Hanrahan comes out, and Nyland just pulled there. The ball was there, I suppose.
It wasn't in the position of Kieran Hanrahan, so I suppose was he entitled to pull on that ball, but I suppose when he connects to the leg, it's going to
be a free out anyway. Kieran Hanrahan is the man that's gone down injured, and Liam Gordon is just going to speak, I think, to Aaron Nyland here as well, and just an altercation between Johnny Cohn and Aaron Nyland as well in that situation, I think it was, or was it Evan Nyland? But anyway, it's going to be a free out to Loughrea. Aaron Nyland is being spoken to. I think he's getting a yellow card. Of course, there was.
I don't know, what does that merit a yellow card now?
Well, it's probably for the there was an incident at the start of the game as well where he was adjudged to have fouled and flicked back as he was coming out. The second free that's given away, but it's a free out anyway, and Kieran Hanrahan is going to get up out of the ground. And Kieran Hanrahan has been one of the top performers for Loughrea over the past number of years at cornerback. The Loughrea medical team have gone into him, and he's okay, as Shane Morgan goes back to the half-back line or the full-back line to take this free for his side. 2 points to no score in favour of Clarinbridge. 8 minutes played here as Shane Morgan takes the free. He goes looking for Darren Shaughnessy again. He seems to be the out ball. He's on the ground. He's in a battle there with the Clarinbridge man. That is Joshua Ryan on the ball now. Joshua Ryan gets it out towards Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee scoops it across the field towards Liam Lean. He goes back to TJ Brennan in space, and TJ Brennan off that left hand side decides to go route one. There's 3 Loughrea men, there's 2 Clarinbridge men. The ball is going to break, and the ball is going to break into the path of Mark Kennedy. Blocked out superbly though by Ian Hanrahan, the team captain for Loughrea, and out comes Shane Morgan trying to go down on the ball. Shane Morgan gets the ball off to Brian Keary. Keary looks across the field towards Ian Hanrahan, and Ian Hanrahan just stops there.
Big hit.
And a hit there by Mark Kennedy, and the Loughrea management team not happy with that. The pass was just a small bit too short, and eventually Ian Hanrahan is on the ground. It'll be interesting to see. He hasn't indicated whether it's going to be a free out at the moment as of yet, but you would anticipate there probably will be. But there's an edge to the game here. Of course, these sides
it's a lively start now.
They've played each other quite a number of times over the past number of years. Loughrea have had the Indian side over Loughrea over Clarinbridge the last few times they've met. I think they've beaten them the last 4 times. In the championship, including twice last year and including at the quarter-final stages. Paul Houben is just saying something there. Joshua Ryan is having a word as well with Liam Gordon. 2 points to no score.
No, it's a lively start now. I know there's almost 10 minutes gone, just the 2 points for Clarinbridge at this stage, and Loughrea no score, but they haven't been standing off each other. It's a lively game, it's physical, and it's an entertaining contest.
I think the referee is going to throw the ball in. Yeah, he didn't indicate a free obviously when Ian Hanrahan went down. There is going to be a throw in, and There's a couple of players interested in being in it. Derek Coonahan and Ian Hanrahan are two of them. He decides to throw it in towards Mark Kennedy and Joseph Mooney. The ball is on the ground. Will it come out of this situation? It looks as if it probably will, as the players on both sides battle. Someone kicks it out there, and it's Loughrea who have it with Ian Hanrahan, the man who was on the ground a couple of moments ago, back towards Shane Morgan. He's put under pressure from David Lee, and Shane Morgan does well eventually to get the ball into hand. And Shane Morgan lets it off to Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney does well, composed play out towards Tiernan Killeen, and off his left hand side again he goes, route one, looking for Darren Shaughnessy again. There's two Clarinbridge men back there, and the ball is going to break. It's going to break towards Anthony Burns, who tries to go down it, but well picked up by Michael Fallon, who settled in well there at corner back for Clarinbridge. He's under serious pressure, loses possession though, put under pressure by the Loughrea attack there, and Anthony Burns tries to come in to try and win possession, as done Darren Shaughnessy, and the referees have judged that a Loughrea man fouled there, and it's going to be a free out. But we've seen a lot of direct play by both teams, Andy, in the early stages of the game.
There is both teams. You can see Gavin Lee is the free man back there now at the minute for Clarinbridge. I suppose Loughrea need to settle down and kind of find the spaces and get the ball to the likes of Jamie Ryan, get them to the likes of Anthony Burns and their main scorers. So yeah, it's quite cagey first opening 10 minutes.
Dylan Dunn takes the sideline, looks for Aaron Island this side of the field. The ball comes off his hand and goes out over the line. Island has scored 5 goals and 6 points in the championship so far. Kieran Hanrahan is interested in taking the sideline. He decides to leave it to Joseph Mooney, who's relocated from the half forward line back to the half back line this year for Loughrea. And Mooney, the Moonshore in St Brendan's Boys National School in Loughrea, he will get ready to take this sideline. He'll just take that sideline off his left hand side, but it's caught by his immediate opponent. That's Derek Coonahan, who had gone deep for Clarinbridge. Goes back towards TJ Brennan in space. There's no options inside now for TJ. He has to hold on to possession, and he does hold on to possession back towards Joshua Ryan. But when he looked upfield that time, and there was nobody at all inside, and he had to try and hold possession, and Loughrea just smothered it there, and all of a sudden it's a line boy to Jamie Ryan.
He looked out to the stand side first towards Mark Kennedy. He was bottled up. There was no option inside the full forward line. So yeah, he looked at the pass was very, very poor though. Still at the same time, the execution to Joshua Ryan.
Jamie Ryan, good to see him back in action for Loughrea this year in the championship. He will take this as sideline cut. He'll have to go across the field, let's say. He doesn't go across the field. He launches down to this side of the field where Sean Murphy is in possession now for Clarinbridge. Sean Murphy out towards Liam Lean. Liam Lean can play the ball off the hurl, can take his time, and he can decide to go over towards Aaron Island again. But there's 3 Loughrea men there. One of them is Kieran Hannon, who bats the ball out towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan has the ball in his hand. Jamie tries to spin away from his man. He doesn't. Jamie Ryan trying to come inside 3 Clarinbridge men there. He does well. Gets it out towards Ian Hannon in the middle field. Ian Hannon sprays the ball right across the field towards Darren Shaughnessy, but Liam Lean is there. He's hit with a shoulder there by Darren Shaughnessy. That's deemed illegal, and that's going to be a free out. 12 minutes played here. Loughrea with the wind haven't scored, Andy.
They haven't, but they're trying to find those pockets of spaces. They're probably a little less direct than Clarinbridge possibly. They're trying to find those little areas in front of Darren Shaughnessy. Those areas, Anthony Burns has been very, very quiet so far, so they're not deliberately, or they're not finding their inside forwards as probably as consistently as they should be at this stage.
The 2 points we have got came in the opening minute of the game, both from Mark Kennedy, as that free is taken by Dylan Dunn. He launches it long in towards Keane Salmon at the edge of the square. Salmon and Johnny Cohen battling possession. The ball breaks, and onto it is Brian Keary, but he's put under pressure over there by Mark Kennedy, the man who got those 2 points for Clarinbridge. 2 points to no score. 12 minutes in here in Kenny Park and at the Ryan, the last of the Galway Senior Championship quarter-finals for 2025, as Johnny Cohen comes out from the corner back position. He loses possession. Now it's picked up by David Lee. David Lee takes on his man. He goes past his man. Is he fouled there? He is fouled. It's going to be a free in, and David Lee has had a productive campaign for Clarinbridge. It's going to be a free in, and it will be Evan Nyland, who the team captain, who's going to go over to take it, and this is a chance to put Clarinbridge 3 in front.
It is, and he did very well there to dispossess Johnny Cohen with that ball. I find that Loughrea are actually doing quite well there. They're trying to nullify the threat that is Aaron Island, the threat that is Keane Salmon there. Once that ball is dropping, they're contesting straight away. They're not giving them the opportunity to get an easy ball, so they're turned into a right battle, but it's a chance now for Clarinbridge to go 3 up.
Yeah, we haven't had a score since the opening minute of the day, as Evan Island just brings the ball into a more advantageous position for him, and he should have the distance, he should have the accuracy. It should be 3 points to no score. It is 3 points to no score, and Evan Nyland is the man who puts it over the bar. That's his first score of the day. But there's, I suppose, a nature to the game in the sense that people have been talking about this was the top quarter final, and it was going to be the game that was going to be the game of the weekend, and 2 teams who would have serious aspirations to win the championship clashing at this stage, Andy.
Yeah, but it's always going to be a cagey affair. It doesn't matter about the quality on the show. They're still going to try to hold out, be tight as much as they can at the back, give away as little as they can. So no, it's not. You'd love it for it to open up to a free-flowing game, but it's not going to.
The ball is won by Derek Coonahan on this side of the field. He loses possession to Cullen Killeen. Cullen Killeen hand pass the ball back towards Shane Morgan. He's got Tiernan Killeen in space, and Tiernan, will he wind up for a score from the midfield position? Tiernan Killeen does go for a score. It's coming in beautifully by Tiernan Killeen. It's a good score by Tiernan Killeen. It's the first score for Loughrea. 3 points to 1. And again, we saw the wind there bringing it in as the goalkeeper takes a quick puck out. That is Chris Callan into the hand of Dylan Dunn, and Dylan Dunn sprays the ball right across the field towards Mark Kennedy, who's out in front of his man. Kennedy drops the ball though, and it's flicked away by Ian Hanrahan, but it only goes as far as David Lee, and David Lee has it. We know he's pace. He's got a man inside. David Lee takes the ball on. Did he take too many steps? He's just taken too many steps. He had Keane Salmon inside. Probably should have given the pass. Just saw it open up in front of him. Takes too many steps. It's going to be a free out.
It is going to be a free out. Clarinbridge, I thought initially did well to find that space for Mark Kennedy. He's not the tallest, so they're trying to get that ball in front of their good forwards. It was a good ball, but it turned over, and here's another chance for Loughrea.
Tiernan Killeen is on the ball from the quick free, but that one is going to go wide, and that is the second wide for Loughrea, as Chris Callan, the goalkeeper for Clarinbridge, will take the puck out. It's 2-1 in the early stages of this game. Out towards Sean Murphy. Murphy has the ball now for Clarinbridge. Tries to come inside Anthony Burns and tries to go one way, goes the other, and off his left hand side gets a ball out to the middle of the field, but it's a poor ball. It was a 50-50 ball. It's won by Cullen Killeen, who loses possession, and it's picked up by TJ Brennan. TJ soloing forward. He's got the ball twice already, has he? He's still soloing forward now for Clarinbridge, and he's gone through the heart of that Loughrea defence. He's still going forward. He flicks the ball further forward towards Keane Salmon. Salmon has the ball in his hand. Salmon has got a support player inside. It's TJ Brennan who's continued the run. TJ inside again towards Aaron Island. He's got 5 goals in the championship. Is he trying to wind up for goal number 6? He's tried to, but he's fouled. It's going to be a penalty, but Loughrea will be disappointed that TJ Brennan and he run the hole into the field. All of a sudden
he turned over, and sorry, apologies, he turned over there on his own 45 and carried it all the way pretty much to the top of the D and laid it off for a carry there for Aaron Island, and it's a penalty now.
It's a yellow card as well for Paul Houben for Loughrea for protesting the penalty, but it is a penalty for Clarinbridge, and it will be we'll see who will take it. Will it be one of the Nylands who will take it, or will it be somebody else? Evan is saying to leave it to Aaron. It's Mark Kennedy, I think, who's coming out to take it for Clarinbridge. Is he? It's Mark Kennedy that has the ball in his hand for Clarinbridge. 3-1 they lead. Evan has decided to go in now as well, and he just has the sitter in his hand.
Yep.
It's 3-1, 16 minutes gone in this game. Garage Lucknan is going to face the penalty. Of course, he saved one in the county final last year for Loughrea. 3-1, as Aaron Nyland is the man now who looks as if he's going to take the penalty. They're stalling a small bit.
Seems to be no ball.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here, but it's a penalty to Clarinbridge, and they will have the penalty opportunity. It's Aaron Nyland who is going to take the penalty. I think he scored one versus Castlegar in the early stages of the championship in the last group game. So Aaron Nyland will take this penalty now for Clarinbridge. They lead by 3-1. They're playing against the wind. 17 minutes in to the quarter final here. This could be a significant moment in the game. Clarinbridge 2 points to the good as Aaron Nyland. He's got 5 goals and 6 points in the championship so far. He scored goals in every championship game he's played for Clarinbridge in this year's championship. He is against Garage Lucknan, who's running around the goalpost there trying to put him off as this penalty is about to be taken. Aaron Nyland lifts, spins and strikes into the back of the net. A goal by Aaron Nyland. He made no mistake, and that is in the back of the net. 6 goals in the championship now for Aaron Nyland. 1-3 to a point against the wind. That's a big lead.
That's a massive score now. That's a big worry for Loughrea because they've gone the goal down now. They're gone heading into 17 minutes the first half, and they have only just 1 point on the board now. They're trying to claw back a goal. It's a big worry so far.
1-3 to a point. That ball goes long from Garage Lucknan, the goalkeeper. It's going to break towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan has it on the 20-metre line, and Jamie Ryan puts it between the posts. Good response, as Andy says there. Jamie Ryan, quick as a flash, put that one over the bar. 1-3 to 2 points. Quick puck out again is taken, but the referee Liam Gordon wasn't ready for that. But Clarinbridge were interested in getting the game on as quickly as possible.
Yeah, when they look back on that carry from TJ Brennan, definitely now they're going to really kind of not be happy with that. Gavin Keary won't be happy with his defence from that to make such a long carry and then give the opportunity for the goal. Here
comes the puck out from Chris Callan over to the far side of the field. David Lee goes up for it. It breaks into the path though of Liam Lean. Liam Lean takes on his man, go past him. Good play by Liam Lean, and he sprays it across the field looking for a Keane Salmon. Salmon puts up the hand, and Salmon has it. Another goal scoring opportunity for Mark Kennedy, but well played by Paul Houben initially. He got the block in there, but Keane Salmon was adjudged to have been fouled. It's going to be a free in, and he's a physical presence at the edge of the square is Keane Salmon.
No, you can keep your possession out all you want, but when you have an option like that in the full forward line, for me, I don't know why you wouldn't use that more often. He's a super player, Keane Salmon. He's a great hand. He caused big problems here last year in that game against Loughrea as well too in the quarter final. So look, he's a great outlet. They have the players now, they have the forwards, they have a strong team back along there, the likes of Gavin Lee and Joshua Ryan. But when you have that outlet, you have the option of Aaron Nyland, who's very, very quick, snappy. You also have Keane Salmon, who's a great outlet with a great hand. And of course Mark Kennedy has sniped 2 points in the early stages of the game as well. 1-3 to a point, should be 1-4 to a point as Evan Nyland stands over the free on the 20-metre line, and Evan Nyland puts it between the posts. He has got his second free of the day, and there's 6 points between them now, or 5 points between them I should say. 1-4
2 points. David Ford and his management team will be happy with the start, as Garage Loughnane will take the puck out now for Loughrea. Garage looks upfield, and again he just goes route one. He goes towards Martin McManus on this side of the field. McManus will put up the hand. The ball is going to break. It's going to break into the path of Tiernan Killeen, who scored I think 2 goals in last year's quarter final, as the ball is going to be won by TJ Brennan. The referee has decided it's going to be a throw ball, as the helmet of Dylan Dunn has come off, but Clarinbridge will be quite content the way things are going in the early stages of this game.
Very happy night against the Breeze also. Very happy to have got such a lead up into such tough conditions as well too against Loughrea.
1-4 to 2 points. Clarinbridge lead. They have got the lead that they didn't get in the last couple of years, because Loughrea got the early goals last year to win that semi-final, as the ball is going to run towards Tiernan Killeen. Tiernan has it now for Loughrea. Got a super point for them in the early stages of the game. Sprays the ball right across the field towards Brian Keary. Brian Keary has the ball now. Brian Keary is going to go for the score from the wing back position. It's a good strike by Brian Keary. It's carried all the way over the bar. Good score by Brian Keary, the wing back, and that's a point that Loughrea needed.
Badly needed, Sean, or no, just to keep them ticking over. Look, they won't panic just yet. I know they're giving away that penalty already at 20 minutes gone in the game, but if they can just keep tipping along, get their scores, they won't panic just yet.
Chris Callan takes the puck out. He goes over towards this side of the field. David Lee puts up the hand, and it comes off the hurl of David Lee, goes out over the line on this side of the field. A line ball to Loughrea, and Jamie Ryan is the man who's coming from the middle of the field to try and take it. He's already scored a point. Their other point scorers have been Brian Curie, who got the last one, and Tiernan Killeen, while for Clarinbridge, Evan Island has pointed twice. Aaron has got the goal from the penalty, as this effort by Jamie Ryan goes to the wrong side of the post, and it goes to the left hand side of the post. That's the third wide for Loughrea, while Mark Kennedy's also got the opening 2 points of the game. 1-3 to 2 to 4 or 1-4 to 3 points out towards Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee sprays the ball across the field towards TJ Brennan. TJ has had a fair influence in this game so far, and TJ decides to go in towards Keane Salmon again. Keane Salmon and Johnny Cohen in a race possession over there. Salmon has the ball in his hand, and he loses it, but he's picked it up initially, and he has the ball. He's coming inside. He's got Mark Kennedy in support. If he can find it, plays the ball across the goals towards Aaron Island. Goal scoring opportunity into the net. A goal for Aaron Island, his second score of the day. It's into the back of the net, and Keane Salmon is causing serious problems, as is TJ Brennan. Aaron Island has 2 goals, 2-4 to 3 points.
His sheer physicality there, Keane Salmon, he's just causing woeful trouble for Loughrea. Johnny Cohen, Paul Hubin, they're really struggling to control that power, and Loughrea could take a leaf out of Clarinbridge's book. They could be that little bit more direct. We haven't seen anything from Martin McManus so far, or Darren Shotton. 2 very good forwards.
The ball has gone long, direct, as you said, Andy, in towards the goalkeeper, and Chris Callan does well to just let that ball go wide, and that's 4 wides for Loughrea. But that's a big lead now for Clarinbridge, and in fairness to Aaron Island, when he got the chance, there was only one thing on his mind, and he puts it in the net. He's got 7 goals now in the championship.
You have to give it to Aaron Ireland. The only one thing that he has in his mind, if he thinks he's with any range at all for the goals, he's going to go for it. Super finish.
Well taken out of the middle of the field there by Joshua Ryan, off towards Dylan Dunn. He's a lovely striker. The ball, Dylan Dunn, has he put it between the posts? He hasn't. It's off the post actually, and it breaks out into the path of the alert Johnny Cohen there. He's got a support player outside. That support player is Ian Hanrahan, or Kieran Hanrahan. Kieran Hanrahan has the ball now. He loses possession. Tara Coonahan does well initially, but it's going to be won back by Kieran Hanrahan, the cornerback. Kieran Hanrahan bursting out of defence. He's hit late there by Evan Island, and there's a physicality about Clarinbridge this year, and that maybe that people haven't seen in other years, but and maybe something that was said to them that maybe that they weren't as physical as they should
possibly
be.
Lacking could have been kind of steered at them in time, but I just noticed from that last carry from Keane Salmon there, Niall, he seems to be hobbling a little bit after that ball that he sent across to Aaron Island for the second goal, so you wonder is he going to be able to shake that off. But yeah, definitely there seems to be that little bit more of a bite, especially with Evan Island there. He's a couple of big hits in earlier on as well to the far side of the field that he a little bit wild in there, but that's no harm every now and again.
2-4 to 3 points as Shane Morgan takes the free for Loughrea. He's launched it long. It looks to be going to the wrong side of the post. It has gone to the wrong side of the post, and that's 5 wides now for Loughrea, and we have reached the 23rd minute. There's 7 points between them. 2-4 to 3 points as the Clarinbridge player, I think it's Oisin Salmon, the fullback, is just fixing the helmet. 2-4 to 3 points. Big lead.
I think Loughrea could just go back to what got them good in the last couple of years, where they were sending that ball purposely into Martin McManus, get that ball into the inside line to Darren Shotton, get back to their tried and trusted ways that got them the county title last year. They just need to settle.
Shane Morgan from the half back line comes up the field. He's going to go for a score. That one's gone wide again. That's 6 wides, and they'll rue these 6 wides to 1 in the early stages of the game, particularly when you're 7 points down, Andy.
Yeah, it's just making the tax that little bit harder, and especially Clarinbridge with doing all this damage in the first half against the Breeze, which you would give you kind of be expecting that to be the major factor for whatever team has it in the second half.
Cayman Killeen is on an advantage inside towards Darren Shack to see the ball breaks, and it's going to be a free in, and the free in is to Loughrea, and it'll be Tiernan Killeen who's calling for the ball. 2-4 to 3 points. They are 7 points in arrears. They need a few scores before half time. To almost 24 minutes played here in Kenny Park. Big crowd in for the fourth of the championship quarter-finals, of course, on Galway FM. We will have live coverage of the draw for the senior championship and intermediate championship semi-finals in the immediate aftermath of this game. It's 2-4 to 3 points. We'd just like to send best wishes to Louise Nocton and Brian Kane, who got married in Loughrea yesterday. They're home from Perth, so best of luck to them as they're home from Perth for their wedding. As that ball is taken, it's not taken yet, it's going to be a free to Shane Morgan. He was off target with a couple of these so far, as Shane Morgan stands over the free now for Loughrea. Shane Morgan will take the free. 2-4 to 3 points. His side 7 points in arrears as he gets ready to take this free. Has he put this one between the posts? He has, and that is Shane Morgan's first free of the day. 24 minutes in here in Kenny Park in Athenry, and it's back to a 6-point ball game. The 2 goals by Aaron Nyland are the 2 scores that are between the teams at the moment. That ball is out towards the middle field where Dara Coonan has time to pick it up, and Dara Coonan plays it inside towards Aaron Nyland out in front of Kieran Hanrahan, but Hanrahan stands him up well, and Hanrahan does well. Hanrahan comes inside his man. Hanrahan off to Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan is the runner. Jamie Ryan is going to wind up for a score here. We can tell you if it's going to go between the posts. I think it's tailing off. It is tailing off, and these are 7 wides now for Loughrea. The wides are mounting, I suppose, though, Johnny. They are Andy, they're under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, in fairness, I have to say Kieran Hanrahan is doing a very, very fine job. I know Aaron Nyland has bagged the 2 goals, one from the penalty in the last one, but he really is attacking that ball, and he still has no option because I know he's on such a dangerous forward, but he can't be given the opportunity to have that ball.
Ball is won by Ian Hanrahan in the middle of the field. Ian Hanrahan off towards Cullen Killeen. Cullen goes back to Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan plays it towards Tiernan Killeen. It should be a score for Tiernan Killeen, and Tiernan Killeen has put that one between the posts. That's his second score of the day. Just to give a shout out to a charity cycle that takes place on Saturday the 18th of October at 12 p.m. The start and the end point is the Hill Bar in Kiltormer, and it's a 50-kilometre route there, and that's in aid of East Galway and Midlands Cancer Support. And the first prize in that auction that they'll have that evening as well will be a High Nelly from 1950 fully restored, along with the helicopter ride for auction on the night. A High Nelly, Andy, have you ever been? I think
I'd take the High Nelly before the helicopter. I'd have it for longer anyway.
Anyway, it's too cool. Well, it's around since 1950, that High Nelly, so whoever wins it, fair play to them. That's all in aid of East Galway Cancer Support. We wish everyone the best of luck in that charity cycle taking place in October the 18th in Kiltormer, as that ball is won by Dylan Dunn. Dylan Dunn under pressure there from Tiernan Killeen. He's adjudged to have been fouled, and that's going to be a free out. 2-4 to 5 points. Tommy Kelly is incensed by that, the Loughrea Bannister, and he makes his feelings known there to the Rachel Liam Gordon, but that won't change the decision. It's going to be a free, and the free is to Evan Island and to Clarinbridge. 2-4 to 5 points. 26 minutes played here. There's 5 points between them. A double scores lead for Clarinbridge, and we'll see Evan taking this free now. We'll see the strength of this wind. We saw the free takers in the first game, Éanna Murphy significantly, and Conor Cooney having the distance, and on occasion the accuracy too for both those players. We'd see will Evan Island have the accuracy against the wind now from the 65 metre line. It's 2-4 to 5 points. 27 minutes played here. Clarinbridge, Andy, will just want to keep the scoreboard ticking now just before half time.
They will. They don't need anything kind of crazy now. Obviously they take if they can get another major, obviously, but they can just keep that scoreboard going and keep themselves ahead, and then look forward to the second half with that breeze.
And Evan makes no mistake. That's point number 3 for Evan Island. His brother has got 2 goals, so the Islands have contributed 2-3, while Mark Kennedy has contributed 2 points as Loughrea take the quick puck out over to the far side of the field. It is with Kieran Hanrahan. Kieran Hanrahan, wearing number 4, is going for a score for Loughrea, and he's put it straight between the posts. Kieran Hanrahan with the score, and that means that Kieran Hanrahan, Shane Morgan and Brian Keary from the defence have scored, and that means it's 2-5 now to 6 points. Good score from Kieran Hanrahan.
Yeah, good score from Clarinbridge, but a little bit fell asleep from that puck out there, and they got that ball away there, and Kieran Hanrahan launched a big shot, and again it really was a high risk shot considering they've had the few wides from long distance.
2-5 to 6 points. The ball breaks in the middle of the field, and it's Joshua Ryan who picks it up. Joshua has it now for Clarinbridge. He's bursting through from that midfield sector. He's getting away from Cullen Killeen. He's still going through the heart of the defence. Cross comes Kieran Hanrahan with a good shoulder there back towards Dara Coonan. Coonan plays the ball across the field looking for David Lee. David Lee tried to catch that ball there ahead of Brian Keary, and it's Shane Morgan who tries to win it up, but it's with Evan Island for Clarinbridge. Evan coming out the field, plays it out, but it's a poor pass, and Tiernan Killeen comes in. David Lee is trying to win it. Helter-skelter out there in Kenny Park at the moment, and the ball is picked up by Cullen Killeen, who goes back the way towards Paul Hooban, and Paul Hooban is going to go low out towards the corner forward position in towards Anthony Burns. There's a lot of players pushing and shoving. There's a lot of players on the ground. There's 3 Loughrea players, and there's a Clarinbridge player on the ground as well on the far side of the field. I didn't see what happened there, but there's 3 Loughrea players on the ground. There's a Clarinbridge player on the ground. They're all holding their heads. There's still something going on the far side of the field as well, and you don't need to see anything untoward happen here, but I didn't see what happened here. But there's a lot of players on the ground, Andy.
There is, and this is where kind of bad judgment can kind of suddenly come into play, and it still seems to be going on there. There's definitely going to be cards at this stage in Ireland heading into the game, into the second half. You don't want to be treading fine line with yellow cards.
Yeah, it'll be just interesting to see what colours the cards will be. It's 2-5 to 6 points coming up towards half time. The linesman on the far side of the field, John McDonough, has gone in to assist the Rachel Liam Gordon, as players from both sides are gingerly getting up on their feet. The medical teams will have been busy as Liam Gordon has gone over to talk to John McDonough.
Yeah, the ball kind of spilt around there a little bit, Niall. There was no one kind of taking full possession and carrying it through. It got a bit scrappy there, and I suppose just got out of hand a couple of late tackles and a few hits.
Evan Nyland is the Clarinbridge player that's on the ground. The 3 Loughrea men are up at the moment. One of those is Brian Keary, another one was Tiernan Killeen. As John McDonough is giving his opinion there to Liam Gordon. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. 2-5 to 6 points. Liam is going into the
umpire now.
The umpires. We'll see, do they say anything? And I think it's a free out. Is it to Clarinbridge on the side of the field when the play?
The initial play down here, yeah, where the ball actually was.
29 minutes played. We'll have, I'm sure, 2 to 3 minutes of additional time towards the end of this first half. As Liam Gordon just speaking to his umpires on the far side of this side of the field here in Kenny Park. 2-5 to 6 points. The 30 minutes have been played. We are almost into the additional time, and whatever that additional time will be, we will be too soon told. But it's a free out to Clarinbridge. We'll be interested to see will there be any further action taken against a player from either side.
Yeah, it's looking for a needle in the haystack now, I think, with all the bodies that were in the area. And look, there's late hits going in. There's guys trying to rise the ball. There's someone coming in to knock that ball off that player. And yeah, there's probably a little bit left in by one or two, and there's probably retaliations and stuff, but interesting to see how it comes out.
There's a bit of an edge to it, as we said, in this game. They've played each other on a number of occasions over the past number of years, and Liam Gordon, is he bringing a player aside? Brian Keary is the man that's saying, what did I do? He's been called aside. Evan Nyland has also been called aside, so it looks as if it'll be 2 yellow cards here for Brian Keary and Evan Nyland, you would think. Mark Kennedy and Shane Morgan being brought in as well. There's 4 players there now having a discussion with Liam Gordon, who tells the rest of the players, will you just get away? So it looks as if there's 2 Clarinbridge men and 2 Loughrea men who would probably will say, and they want to pick up a card, you would think.
Yeah, it's the simplest kind of solution to it now, and get the game started as well too. There's a couple of minutes to half time as well, and just get it knocked out and get into the dressing room at this stage.
And they're all pleading their case there to Liam Gordon, but Liam is saying what he's thinking, and this looks as if there's going to be 4 yellow cards here.
3 and 4, there it goes.
4 yellow cards flashed. Good to know you're able to count there, Andy. You were counting them as
I'd want to be.
Evan Nyland and Mark Kennedy for Clarinbridge, Shane Morgan and Brian Keary for Loughrea. So 4 yellow cards dished out there by Liam Gordon, and the upshot is it's going to be a free to Clarinbridge on the far side of the field. We've 31 minutes played. We'll have probably 3 or 4 minutes additional time now, you would think, at the end of this first half. Marcin Flaherty, the 4th official. Indeed, there is going to be 4 minutes. He, of course, is from Caltra. He is the referee's administrator, as there's going to be 4 minutes additional time here. 2 goals and 5 points to Clarinbridge, 6 points for Loughrea, as Dylan Dunn takes the free. He drives it long down the field, looking for Keane Salmon, who's underneath. The Salmon puts up the hand, it's battered, and it's going to be picked up by Ian Hanrahan, who loses possession. His pocket is snipped there as Mark Kennedy tries to pick it. Was he fouled there? He wasn't, according to Rachel, and it's Tiernan Killeen who's in possession for Loughrea, and Tiernan Killeen just goes route one, looking for Anthony Burns at the edge of the square. Himself and Sean Murphy having an almighty scrap there. The ball is going to break inside towards Darren Shaughnessy, who read that well. Darren Shaughnessy has it, comes inside his man, scored a goal in the quarter-final last year. Into Anthony Burns, goal chop, Anthony Burns, great save by the goalkeeper Chris Callan, who threw himself at that one. It goes out for his 65, and he's happy with what he did there, Chris Callan.
Read that very well.
A goal scoring opportunity and a good save from Anthony Burns, a shot.
That ball broke out to Darren Shaughnessy again, or to Anthony Burns, and Callan just come out and closed the nose straight away. It was a very, very good save.
2-5 to 6 points, 2 minutes into the additional time as Shane Cusack throws a slither out towards Shane Morgan. This is a chance to Loughrea to bring it back to 4 points, but it could have been so much better. But a good save there by Chris Callan. He was alert and he made sure there was going to be no goal for Loughrea.
Very good save, and Tommy Kelly is surely happy now with the response by Loughrea in the last 10 minutes of the game to keep themselves alive. They've not let Clarinbridge go too far ahead. The 2 goals probably looked like they were possibly going to take off for a while there, but they've battened down and they've kept themselves alive now, and if Shane Morgan can nail this, it'll be looking very good heading into half time.
Here comes Shane Morgan with the free. He's already pointed once. Has he pointed twice? It looks as if he has. That's gone straight between the posts. That's one from a free and one from a 65. And it's 2-5 now to 7 points. 4 between them now. As we've hit the 33rd minute, we'll have another minute of play here prior to the half time. We may even have another minute after that, because there was a couple of players, as we said, showing that yellow card. As that ball is broken in the middle of the field. Cayman Killeen tries to win it, as does Liam Lean over on the far side of the field. It's won by Loughrea. Loughrea have possession there. Back towards Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney hand pass the ball out towards Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan in possession. Ian Hanrahan tries to get the ball forward. but it's a poor pass. It's intercepted by Gavin Lee, and Gavin Lee's winding up for a big score. It's gone long in towards the full forward line. The goalkeeper is in no man's land. The ball is caught by Aaron Ireland. Well caught by Aaron Ireland. Ireland has a chance of a score, but I think has that one gone to the wrong side of the post? It has. He had Mark Kennedy outside him. Yeah, but he went for the score himself, and it's the second wide for Clarinbridge, and it is 2-5 to 7 points. Last minute here now, the first half will be interesting. Can Loughrea bring it a bit closer as that ball goes inside to Darren Shaughnessy? He's got the run on his man here. Darren Shaughnessy tries to win it ahead of Michael Fallon. Fallon stands him up well though, and Fallon has played well at cornerback. So that ball breaks towards Dylan Dunn under pressure from Jamie Ryan. There's 4 points between them as they come up towards half time. Jamie Ryan tries to flick it back towards Darren Shaughnessy, but it is Gavin Lee who has it for Clarinbridge. The 4 minutes of additional time are up. Out towards Joshua Ryan in the middle of the field, and Joshua has got Keane Salmon inside him. He plays the ball inside towards Keane Salmon. Keane Salmon and Johnny Cohen going for that ball. The ball breaks into the path of Aaron Ireland. Ireland tries to take on his man, does take on his man. Aaron Ireland's got 2 points. He's clipped there. It's going to be a free in, and it's going to be a scoreable opportunity coming up to half time here as the rain starts to fall in Kenny Park. This will be a score that will put the ball between the posts to make it 2-6 to 7 points.
Yeah, again, it's a good floor of the game now. In fairness, it's been up and down now. Good ball into Keane Salmon there, and he broke it nicely for Aaron Ireland to pick it up, and he eventually won his free there with the carry. But yeah, look at it. It's Loughrea seem to be kind of getting their hands back into the game again there in the last couple of minutes, heading into the injury time, and we had that big stoppage with those 4 yellow cards. So look at Tommy Kelly won't be too overly panicked just yet, and Clarinbridge will be very, very happy with their return so far.
The statsmen from Clarinbridge are heading into the dressing room as we come up towards half time here. It's going to be a free in. It'll be a tap over one, you would think, for Evan Island. 2 goals and 5 points to 7 points. This will probably be the last action of the first half. We have 5 minutes of additional time played here as Evan Island will stand over the free on the 20-metre line for Clarinbridge. 2-5 to 7 points. They lead by 4. This will put them 5 in front as we head into the 5th minute of the additional time. And this, as I said, will possibly be the last play of the first half. If Loughrea, though, will try and get a ball away as quickly as possible as Evan Island stands over the free for Clarinbridge. Evan has already got 3 points so far. This could be point number 4. He's put it straight between the posts, and Evan Island is the man who's pointed it. The team captain for Clarinbridge, 4 points from frees. Will there be one last play? It looks as if there will, because Liam Gordon is making his way out towards the middle of the field. 2-6 to 7 points. Will Loughrea go direct, or will they try to work it out of defence prior to half time? 2-6 to 7 points. Clarinbridge will be very happy indeed. There goes the half-time whistle from the Rachel or Liam Gordon. It's 2-6 to 7 points at half-time. The 2 goals have come from Clarinbridge. There have been significant scores, both from Aaron Island, one from a penalty and one from play, and they'll be very happy going in Andy at half-time. 2-6 to 7 in front.
Huge scores now, especially the most importantly against the wind. They'll be very, very happy with how they performed. They didn't get caught in the headlights like last year. They didn't give away any soft scores. They really have good outlet there in Keane Salmon, like we said. Obviously Aaron Island with the 2 goals. Evan is doing very, very well working hard, but what's stand out to me, it's a really ferocious game now. Everton has been contested, and a big second half to come.
There is a big second half to come. The county champions, their title is on the line. There are 5 in arrears as half time here in Kenny Park, and at the right it's Clarinbridge 2-6, Loughrea 7 points.
He's still going through. He's gone through the heart of the defence here. Joshua Ryan to Mark Kennedy. He's got a man inside. Kennedy goes for this lovely pass inside to Mark Kennedy. Kennedy going for point number 2 in the opening stages of the game. Kennedy, has he put the ball?
And he should have the distance. He should have the accuracy. It should be 3 points to no score. It is 3 points. Will he wind up for a score from the midfield position? Tiernan Killeen does go for a score. It's coming in beautifully by the ball. It's won by Cullen Killeen, who loses possession, and it's picked up by TJ Brennan. TJ soloing forward. He's got the ball twice already, has he? He's still soloing forward now for Clarinbridge, and he's gone through the heart of that Loughrea defence. He's still going forward. He flicks the ball further forward towards Keane Salmon. Salmon has the ball in his hand. Salmon has got a support player inside. It's TJ Brennan who's continued the run. TJ inside again towards Aaron Island. He's got 5 goals in the championship. Is he trying to wind up for goal number 6? He's tried to, but he's fouled. It's going to be a penalty. But I'd Loughrea against Garage Lucknan, who's running around the goalpost there, trying to put him off as this penalty is about to be taken. He's Aaron Island lifts, spins and strikes into that. It's going to break. It's going to break towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan has it on the 20-metre line, and Jamie Ryan puts it between the posts to a point as Evan Island stands over the free on the 20-metre line, and Evan Island puts it between the posts. He has got Brian Keary. Brian Keary has the ball now. Brian Keary is going to go for the score from the wing back position. It's a good strike by Brian. Decides to go in towards Keane Salmon again. Keane Salmon and Johnny Cohen in a race possession over there. Salmon has the ball in his hand and he loses it, but he's picked it up initially and he has the ball. He's coming inside. He's got Mark Kennedy in support. If he can find it, plays the ball across the goals towards Aaron Island. Goal scoring opportunity into the net. A goal for Aaron Island. Points. His side 7 points in arrears as he gets ready to take this free. Has he put this one between the posts? He has. Plays it towards Tiernan Killeen. It should be a score for Tiernan Killeen, and Tiernan Killeen has put that one.
Keep that scoreboard going and keep themselves ahead and then look forward to the second half with that breeze.
And over to the far side of the field it is with Kieran Hanrahan. Kieran Hanrahan wearing number 4 is going for a score for Loughrea. Ball is going to break inside towards Darren Shaughnessy, who read that well. Darren Shaughnessy has it, comes inside his man, scored a goal in the quarter-final last year. It's Anthony Burns, goal chop. Anthony Burns, great save by the goalkeeper Chris Gal. Here comes Shane Morgan with the free. He's already pointed once. Has he pointed twice? It looks as if he has. For Clarinbridge, Evan has already got 3 points so far. This should be point number And you're all very welcome back here to Kenny Park in Athenry, where the scene is almost set for the start of the second half of the Senior Hurling Championship quarter-final between Clarinbridge and Loughrea. There's 5 points between them at half-time. The Clarinbridge team are out on the field. They have wind advantage in the second half, and the big second half coming for both teams.
Big second half. Tommy Kelly, I'd say, a lot of table banging to do now to rally his troops and get them going. Look, they haven't played anywhere near their potential so far now, but look, a long way to go now. I know the wind seems to have died down a little bit here as well in the second half, so it mightn't be as much as a factor, but they really need to get going. And on the other hand, Clarinbridge really slick, really fast, worked their 2 goals very well. So yeah, big second half.
6 to 7 points. We're almost set to start here. That both teams are out on the field. I don't think there's any changes to either side for the start of the second half here, but the 2 goals by Aaron Nyland have been significant scores. One from the penalty spot, the other a brilliant finish off his left hand side, and it means there's 5 between them at half time here. The HR is Liam Gordon. He's getting everything in order. There's a Clarinbridge man injured actually coming out for the warm up at the start of the second half. He looks in a bit of bother. Looks to be a change on the Clarinbridge team. There's a Clarinbridge player struggling to come across the field here, Andy.
Yeah, it's hard to make out who it is at the minute, is it?
I'm not sure who it is.
He's at 6.
There's a Clarinbridge player. There's a sub coming on for Clarinbridge. Number 18, Phelan McCann is coming in. It's Michael Fallon actually that's coming across the field. Not quite sure did he pick up the injury on the way out, because he must have, because he'd hardly walk out from the dressing room. He's on the ground now actually as he's coming out onto the field here. It looks as if Phelan McCann is about to come in wearing number 18, because Michael Fallon looks to be in a bit of bother there out in the field. I don't know what happened, but
that's unfortunate for him now, because I feel from the first half now that himself and Sean Murphy, the full back line, were really, really sticky, really fought for every ball and contested everything that dropped. He seems to be, he's going to give it a go.
He pulled something on the way out or something. It's there's a change as well for Loughrea, by the way. Number 23 is coming in, and would Vince Morgan be coming in place of number 15, Martin McManus, for Loughrea? It looks as if he is. Vince Morgan is into the Loughrea attack. I think they're after putting up a sign there, 15 for 23, so that could be a change. We will see in a few moments time, but it looks as if Vince Morgan is in, and Martin McManus is the man to go off for Loughrea, so that's a big change for Loughrea at half time, bringing off Martin McManus.
That's a big statement now to take a player of his calibre off, but I suppose his supply has been very short in that first half, so they need to change it up and try and go for a different option.
Joshua Ryan wins the throw in again, but he's put under serious pressure there. The ball is going to break in the middle of the field sector. It's won by Clarinbridge, and it's Gavin Lee who bursts through the heart of that Clarinbridge, or that Loughrea defence again. He's going to go for a score here. It's Gavin Lee. This could be a statement score at the start of the second half from Gavin Lee. It's not, because it's gone to the wrong side of the post, and that's a third wide. He'd be disappointed with that one, Andy.
He was under a bit of pressure, I suppose, when the time to strike came, but good carry in the first place.
2 goals and 6 points to 7 points. The ball is won in the middle of the field. Ian Hanrahan plays the ball across the field towards Brian Keary. Brian Keary inside towards Vince Morgan, who got a goal I think in the last round against Mike Cullen. He's in possession, but he's under serious pressure from Sean Murphy, and Sean Murphy has the ball, and Sean Murphy's trying to burst out. Is he fouled on the way out? He is fouled on the way out. It's going to be a free out to Clarinbridge, and the Tigerish cornerback Sean Murphy coming out of defence. He's fouled there, and Dylan Dunn is running across the field from the wing back position to take the free. 5 points between them. You would feel the opening stages of this second half are going to be crucial for both sides. Can Clarinbridge extend that lead, Andy, or will Loughrea be able to come back into the game?
I suppose the alarm is more on the Loughrea side now, that they need to get themselves going really in that first half to 7 points. Didn't exactly set the world on fire now at any point, so they'll need to get themselves going really more so, and Clarinbridge will just look to consolidate their lead and keep pushing ahead and just tack on the scores as they come.
Dylan Dunn takes the free. He launches it long in towards the edge of the square. Paul Houben is underneath it. Keane Salmon is also underneath, and the ball breaks towards Brian Keary, who tries to come away with possession. He can't do so. He's under serious pressure. Clarinbridge not letting the Loughrea men out of defence, but it's with Paul Houben. Paul Houben has a support player right across the field. That support player is Anthony Burns, who's playing very, very deep. He seems to be back in the half-back line now. Plays the ball off towards Shane Morgan, who's soloing out from the half-back line. Shane Morgan skips the ball forward towards Cayman Killeen, who tries to hand-pass the ball towards Joe Mooney. That hand-pass fails. Shane Morgan tries to come in, but TJ Rennan is also there, and TJ is soloing forward now for Clarinbridge. The ball is flicked by Anthony Burns off towards Ian Hanrahan, and Ian Hanrahan, the team captain for Loughrea, plays the ball into space looking for Jamie Ryan. Can Jamie Ryan get there ahead of Gavin Lee? He tries to get there, Jamie Ryan, but Gavin Lee has the ball in his hand, and Gavin Lee off the right hand side decides to go route one for Clarinbridge to drive it down the field. Paul Houben is underneath it. Can Paul take it out of the air? He can. Paul Houben takes it out of the air out towards Ian Hanrahan. Hanrahan has to try and win the ball in the middle of the field. He does get the ball back towards Cullen Killeen, and Cullen Killeen sprays it in towards the full forward line to the Clarinbridge man. Throw the hurdle there, by the way. Oisin Salmon, in order to fall out of his hand. It breaks back towards Tiernan Killeen. Killeen going for the score for Loughrea, and Tiernan Killeen's third point from play. That means it's 2 goals and 6 points to 8 points, but definitely the breeze seems to have died somewhat, Andy, at the start of the second half.
It has, but Gavin Lee's used to the ball there in that situation. He probably just needed to find his player, and instead of a big blaze of a ball down top of Paul Hubin, it ended up in a score on the other side.
Chris Cannon is looking for Dara Coonahan. Dara Coonahan has the ball in his hand. He's half hooked though. Ian Hanrahan tries to go in for Loughrea. There's a bit more intent to Loughrea at the start of the second half. Jamie Ryan looked as if he was going to pull there. He didn't. And the ball is won by Liam Lean. Liam Lean is in possession. He's going to go for a score. Liam Lean. It's going to go to the wrong side of the post though. It tails to the left hand side and wide. And it's a lot of balls going wide on the left hand side as we've seen over the last couple of days. And that ball is quickly pucked out to Anthony Burns, who's in the wing forward position. Hand passes it off to the runner. The runner is Shane Morgan. The pass was kind of astray there as he tries to get away from Joshua Ryan. He can't do so. It's picked up by TJ Brennan, who's having a fair game for Clarinbridge. Plays the ball inside towards Evan Island. He'll go for the score from the centre half forward position. Evan Island off the left hand side, and Evan Island puts it straight between the posts. Good score by Evan Island, set up by TJ Brennan. 2-7 to 8 points.
Big score. Shane Morgan had a chance to carry that ball forward, missed the rise, and there you go. It's a big high stakes game here. Great contest, and no need for Evan Island to get a second chance in that. He knew what he was doing once he got it.
Brian Keary out towards Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney has support players inside. He decides to look for Cayman Killeen or Tiernan Killeen. He's already got 3 points. Tiernan Killeen. He'll take on his man. He'll go past the corner back. Michael Fallon. Tiernan Killeen coming inside. He's on an advantage here. He's going to be fouled. It's going to be a free in, and we're going to get another point for Loughrea, you would think, to bring it back to 2-7 to 9 points. And while Loughrea are 5 points in arrears, they're still not out of this game, the county champions.
Still battling, and Tiernan came onto that ball at full pace. He was dead right to go for that, to take on Michael Fallon there at that ball, and he drew the foul. So yeah, it's another chance for Loughrea now to bring it back to 4 points and get themselves going here in the second half. They'll be happy with the return so far.
Look at the matchups. Shane Morgan is now picking up Aaron Nyland, while Joseph Mooney is gone to the centre half back position, but I think Dara Coonahan is following him, while Kieran Hanrahan is now on Evan Island. So Loughrea have changed their team so much, trying to get back into this game, as Tiernan Killeen takes the free, puts it over the bar. That's 4 for him, the first from the place ball. It's 2-7 to 9 points, and I suppose in that first half Clarinbridge were fairly disciplined, as we see there could be a sub coming on to the Clarinbridge team in the next couple of moments, or the Loughrea team I should say, in the next couple of moments. Looks as if Neil Keary could be about to see action, as that ball is won by Dara Coonahan. Dara Coonahan back to Evan Island. Evan skips one way. He's got a support player outside, but he's going to go for the score himself. Evan Island, has that ball come inside the post, or has it gone to the wrong side of the post? It's come inside the post. It's a good score by Evan Island. The Loughrea men are protesting that it was outside the post, but the umpire is happy that it's gone between the posts. He's got 2 good scores now from play. It's 2-8 to 9 points again. Good score by Evan Island as Jamie Ryan takes off the helmet out here in front of us, and the Loughrea sub is about to come in. That is Neil Keary, bringing more experience to the Loughrea team. He's coming in place of Jamie Ryan, and Jamie Ryan is coming off the Loughrea team, and into the team comes Neil Keary. But a good score by Evan Island. He's got 2 good scores from play. He's
very revved up today, Niall. He's doing very well in the scoreboard from his frees as well also, but his tackling is much higher than normal, and he's really settled into the game.
2-8 to 9 points. There's still 5 points between them. The puck out from Garage Loughnane. Has it gone short, or will Cullen Killeen get there? Cullen will get there, but he's put under serious pressure. He's back in his own half back line. He has the ball just about in his hand. He's fouled there surely, and he gets the ball off towards Paul Hoopan. They're on an advantage here. The ball sprays out towards Kieran Hanrahan. Hansy has already got a point. He's hooked there though, but they're going to go back for the advantage to Loughrea, and the Loughrea men will have a free out here. This ball will no doubt be taken by Shane Morgan or Paul Hoopan, and it'll be launched in towards the edge of the square, you would think, where Vince Morgan and Darren Shaughnessy now find themselves along with Tiernan Killeen. It's 2 goals and 8 points to 9 points. We have 6 minutes gone in the second half here, as Shane Morgan takes the free. He goes low with that ball, looking for Tiernan Killeen, who has made the run. Tiernan is out in front of his man, tries to win it ahead of Oisin Salmon, but Oisin Salmon just hooshes them out of the way, and he hooshes Neil Keary out of the way as well, and hand passes the ball off to Dylan Dunn, and Dylan Dunn first times the ball in towards the edge of the square, where Keane Salmon is underneath. The ball is going to break, and it breaks into the path of the goalkeeper Garage Loughnane, who's put under pressure, goes across the goal, and Johnny Cohn tried to claim it and take it away from the goal, and Keane Salmon kicked it right across the goal. Consternation in the Loughrea defence. The ball is picked up by Aaron Nyland out towards the number 17, who's Dara Coonan. He puts it over the bar. A point for Clarinbridge, but there was absolute consternation in the edge of the square there from Loughrea. They didn't get the ball out. It could have gone in the net. It could have been a lot worse from a Loughrea perspective.
It is, Niall. It's red alert every time that ball goes in there to Keane Salmon. It's broke. Loughrea man down here, Neil Keary again, but yeah, they seem to be even more direct than normal. Clarinbridge, they seem to be just, once they get that ball, Gavin Lee earlier on there as well, just booming it long, Niall, and taking their chances in there with the big man at the full forward.
And we saw the intent of Clarinbridge as well, Andy, there, where Oisin Salmon just hooshed Tiernan Killeen out of the way. It was his ball, he was going to get it, and that set up that attack.
They just seem to have that little bit of a rev on today now, in whatever way that Loughrea want to bring it, they're certainly going to match it.
Cayman Killeen has the ball from the puck out, 2-9 to 9 points, inside towards Vince Morgan, trying to get away from Sean Murphy. Lovely touch by Vince Morgan. This will be a super point if he can put it over the bar. He can't. It should be the goalkeeper's ball. It is, and Chris Callan has it. He's got Liam Lean in support. He picks out Liam Lean out on the between the the 20-metre line and the 45-metre line, and Liam Lean off the right hand side launches it long again between Johnny Cohen and Cian Salmon. A long high ball in there, and Cian Salmon breaks the ball into the path of Mark Kennedy. Kennedy's in possession now for Clarinbridge. Got the opening 2 scores of the game. He's winding up for a big score. This will be a superb effort if it can go between the posts, but it's gone to the wrong side of the post and wide. But in fairness, we've mentioned it, Clarinbridge are using the direct route in towards Cian Salmon, and the ball is breaking every side of him. He's causing fair consternation in there.
He is, and the thing is, he's hobbling initially since the second goal that he gave for Ireland in the first half. He's still hobbling quite badly there as it is, but he's still causing that damage from the high ball.
Tiernan Killeen gets the ball off towards Ian Hanrahan. It's going to be a free out, and the free out is to Loughrea. 2-9 to 9 points. 7.5 minutes, almost 8 minutes gone in the second half as Shane Morgan will take the free. It's low scoring enough, but it's intense, and the 2 goals by Aaron Island have been major scores in this game in the first half, particularly against the wind. Quick free to Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan goes back to Shane Morgan, who makes himself available again on the 65-metre line. It's gone very high from Shane Morgan. Has it gone accurate though? It hasn't gone accurate from Shane Morgan. That is 8 wides now for Loughrea. They'll be disappointed with their shooting accuracy, Andy, in this game.
You'd have to, and even their setup night overall, where they're trying to feed that inside line, it's not really getting much of a return of it so far in the day, so they'll be disappointed with certain aspects of their game.
Chris Cannon looks for Joshua Ryan. He gets there ahead of Cullen Killeen. Joshua Ryan tries to take on his man. He's fouled. He's on an advantage, and the ball is at the edge of the square again. A dangerous ball. Johnny Cohen is underneath it, tries to come away with it, but we're going to come back here again because there was a free to Joshua Ryan. But every time that ball goes in there, the Loughrea defenders must hate the sight of that high ball going in front of Cian Salmon, and it's going to be a free in, and the free in is to Loughrea or to Clarinbridge, and out comes Evan Island to take it. He'll take his time. He's got 6 so far, 4 frees and 2 from play. It is 2-9 to 9 points. This should be 2-10 to 9 points. We know the way Evan Island strikes the ball. He's such a proficient striker of the ball for Clarinbridge. He's looking to try and score his 7th score of the day.
And last night as well, Joshua Ryan is having a really powerful game in the middle of the field. That year that he's had with Galway seniors, this year he was deployed at full forward last year in the championship at stages for Clarinbridge, but he's a main player now at midfield. He's gone through a lot of balls so far.
Here comes the free from Evan Island. Evan Island, has he put it between the posts? He has put it between the posts. That's 7 points for Evan Island. There's 7 points between them, and Clarinbridge have opened up a big lead here, 2-10 to 9 points in this county championship quarter final here as Garage Loughnane is in possession. He's looking for a support player. The runner is Anthony Burns. Will he get there ahead of TJ Brennan? And TJ Brennan just flicks the ball into the path of Liam Lean. Liam Lean looks for Mark Kennedy, who's out in front of Paul Hooban. Mark Kennedy tries to pick the ball up. Kennedy tries to get there ahead of Hooban. He does get there. Mark Kennedy has it. He's got Liam Lean inside, but Kennedy's hand passes the ball across the field. It's a poor pass though, and it's intercepted and is picked up by Anthony Burns off towards Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan tries to win possession, and Loughrea just can't get their hands on the ball at all because they're put under incessant pressure from Clarinbridge, and the ball is picked up by TJ Brennan. He's fouled there. He's heard he was pulled there, and Neil Keary can protest all he likes, but in fairness, he's heard he was pulled. It's going to be a free out and another scoreable opportunity for Evan Island.
It's a huge battle there right in the middle of the field, and especially it suits the likes of TJ Brennan, it suits the likes of Gavin Lee. They are very physical, and they're able to win that ball in them rucks, and it was a clear free, exactly a free. Pull on the hurl there on TJ Brennan.
The free is to Evan Island, and Evan has come all the way back to the half-back line to take it. 7 points he's got so far. Playing with the wind, Clarinbridge lead by 7 over the county champions Loughrea. It's 2 goals and 10 points to 9 points. Clarinbridge are trying to get their name into the hat for the semi-final draw that will take place after this game, live on Galway FM radio, as he gets ready to take this free. 2-10 now for Clarinbridge, 9 points for Loughrea. 10 minutes into the second half here as Evan Island stands over the free. That distinctive left-sided free taker is Evan Island. He takes it. Has that one tailed off to the left though? It has tailed to the left. It's 6 wides, and as we've said earlier, that left side
of the post now, there is
a good bit of work this weekend as that ball is poked out towards the middle of the field, but it's a 50-50 ball. It was bounced in the middle of the field. It breaks towards Evan Island, and there's 3 or 4 Clarinbridge players trying to get that ball. They do get it though up towards Aaron Island. He lets it go past him. It's going to be picked up by Brian Keary. Keary now for Loughrea, trying to burst out of defence. Has Kieran Hanrahan in support. Kieran Hanrahan scoops it forward to his brother Ian. Ian goes across the field towards Anthony Burns. Burns' first touch lets him down. He has it at second attempt, and he's now on the 20-metre line. He's got a support player inside Kieran Hanrahan. Is he fouled there? He is fouled there. He just got a clip there as he was going through, and it's going to be a free in, and it should be a score here for Tiernan Killeen to bring it back to 6 again.
Yeah, look, there was a chance there for Anthony Burns just to nail on the point, but he made the decision, in fairness to him, to carry that little bit further, and he drew his free. So it's a chance now for Loughrea to keep the scoreboard ticking over, I suppose, and try and stay in touch with Clarinbridge. But at 10 minutes gone in the second half now, they really need to get going, and kind of maybe they could do with a goal really to get themselves to spark them into life. Darren
Shaughnessy has been brought out to the half-hour line by Loughrea as Tiernan Killeen puts that ball over the bar. That's 5 for him. He's second from a place ball. Still 6 between them. 2-10 to 10 points. If Loughrea could get a goal, it could give them some traction in this game, but in fairness, Clarinbridge have been the better side so far, and the 2 goals as we said, from Arran Island. The difference between the sides here on the scoreboard, that is, as Chris Cannon takes the puck out, he goes to this side of the field again. It's a high ball. Keane Salmon is underneath it along with Johnny Cohn. The ball is going to break, and the ball has been caught by Keane Salmon again. He takes on Johnny Cohn and Joseph Mooney there. He's put under pressure. He tries to pick the ball up, but he's under serious pressure. He has the ball in his hand now. He is a handful today as he gets the ball back towards Evan Island. Evan Island goes to the score. That's a superb score by Evan Island. The work rate of the Keane Salmon back to Evan Island. Great score, 2-11 to 10 points.
That's off to Evan for the finish, but it's all about Keane Salmon. It's all about winning that dirty ball. He caught it, spilt it, caught it again, caught it from the ground, took some couple of hits, laid it off. Super play by Keane Salmon.
2-11 to 10 points. There's 7 between them as Garage Lucknan gets ready to take the puck out now for his side. And Garage Lucknan looks upfield, and Garage decides to go to this side of the field, and it's Tiernan Colleen who's underneath the ball, but Gavin Lee gets there. The ball breaks through 2 players out. It's Neil Keary who picks it up, and Neil Keary, is he fouled there? And it looks as if he is fouled. It's going to be a free, and the free into Clarinbridge or to Loughrea, and Clarinbridge will be happy enough giving the frees away out there, which means that Loughrea will be forced now to just tap the ball over the bar instead of maybe working a goal scoring opportunity.
Exactly, in the last ball that Anthony Burns won the free over there the first as well too, he kind of had to carry the ball, so yeah, it's easier to just give away that free out there because it's a big ask for Loughrea at this point from 50 yards out to carry that and expect to get a goal. So yeah, but at the same time Loughrea will be happy to take the point because they need it badly.
Tiernan Colleen takes the free for Loughrea, and Tiernan Colleen has put it straight between the posts, and that's point number 6 for Tiernan Colleen. The last 3 have come from the place ball. 2-11 to 11 points as Chris Cannon will take his time now with the puck out for Clarinbridge. His first year playing at senior level for Clarinbridge. Has done well this year. Plays the ball out to this side of the field looking for David Lee, but it's too much purchase in that one. And that one has gone out over the line, and it's 2-11 to 11 points as Loughrea have the sideline. They're urgently trying to get on with the game. Their county championship, their county title is on the line here in Athenry this afternoon. Semi-finals will take place in 2 weeks' time, of course, at both senior and intermediate level, as Sean Sweeney is warming up for Loughrea down in front of us here. Clarinbridge not warming up anyone as of yet. They'll be happy enough the way they're going. The 15 they have on the field are doing well so far. There was an injury concern to Michael Fallon just before the start of the second half, but he is in at corner back as Brian Keary takes the sideline now for Loughrea. Brian Keary scored 1 point, takes the sideline looking for Tiernan Colleen. Colleen gets there ahead of Dylan Dunn. Tiernan Colleen has the ball in his hand. Tiernan looks across the field. He's got a support player. That support player is his brother Cayman, but his shot is blocked down from a standing position, and out comes Darren Shaughnessy trying to win it for Loughrea, but it's TJ Brennan who has it, and TJ has the ball now for Clarinbridge, half blocked down, but that ball goes out over the line, and both management teams are appealing for that one, and John McDonough is not too sure what way it's going. It's probably a Loughrea ball, I'd say, but there's going to be a throw ball actually, so both teams will be happy enough with that. The ball is going to be won by Cullen Colleen though, and Cullen Colleen gets it back to Brian Keary, and Brian Keary goes route one with that one in towards the square. Clarinbridge and Loughrea battle for the ball, breaks into Neil Keary, goal scoring opportunity for Anthony Burns all of a sudden. Burns with the shot into the back of the net, a goal for Loughrea. We said if Loughrea could get a goal, it'll be interesting to see what would happen. The ball is in the net from Anthony Burns. 2-11 to 1-11.
That has to be the one that kickstarts Loughrea now. They'll be very, very happy. Ball was cycled out. Burns stepped back inside. I thought he took nearly too much out of it. He was taking too long, but he ended up getting his score, and it seems to be a bit of something kicking off in the middle as well.
There's a lot of stuff kicking off in the middle of the field as well after that goal, but 2 goals and 11 points to 1 goal and 11 points. All of a sudden it's down to a 3-point ball game. Did Clarinbridge lead by 7 not so long ago, down to 3 now, and it was 2 goals and 10 points to 9 points. It's now 2 goals and 11 points to 1 goal and 11 points. The goal by Anthony Burns has given oxygen to this Loughrea team, who are in a bit of bother in this county championship quarter final, and Liam Gordon just needs to settle things down again here. It's tense out here. Of course the prize is big. The prize is a place in the county championship semi-finals in 2 weeks' time, where Turlockmore will be in that hat, St Thomas's will be in the hat, Crowell will be in the hat as well, and the helmet is going on the Dara Coonan out there. Looks as if he's getting a yellow card, maybe along with Joseph Mooney as well. 3 points between them all of a sudden. 2 goals and 11 points to 1 goal and 11 points. Liam Gordon is just speaking to both players, and it's a yellow card for Joseph Mooney for Loughrea and a yellow card for Dara Coonan as well. That means that 4 Clarinbridge forwards have been booked, 3 Loughrea backs have been booked, so there's a lot of intensity between those players, and there's both players, 2 players after getting booked are just getting to know each other again there as the goalkeeper Chris Callan takes the puck out. He goes over to the far side of the field. Suddenly there's only 3 points between them as that ball breaks towards Cullen Colleen in the middle of the field. Cullen tries to pick it up, but Kieran Hanrahan has it. Kieran Hanrahan bursting out of defence for Loughrea. He's fouled coming out. It's going to be a free out, and
starting to wake up.
Clarinbridge's credentials now are going to be tested. They were 7 points up. It's down to 3. If Loughrea could work another score here, all of a sudden the pressure would be on.
Yeah, possibly a little bit one-dimensional then with their deliveries to kind of long ball all the time. They probably need to work the scores better, and Loughrea is really getting going now.
Tiernan Killeen has the ball for Loughrea. We're back to 2 points because Tiernan Killeen is putting it over the bar. That's 7 for him, 4 from play. And there's a Clarinbridge player now on the ground as well here. It's 2 goals and 11 points to 1 goal and 12 as that ball goes straight between the post, and the Clarinbridge man that's down is Liam Lead. He's up though, but the significance is it's back to a 2-point ball game. Clarinbridge are going to the bench, by the way. Shane Ryan wearing number 10 is about to come in, as is Phelan McCann, 2 more physical players coming into the Clarinbridge team, and it's all of a sudden we're back to a 2-point ball game, 2-11 to 1-12 as the ball is pucked out by Chris Callan. The county champions have come from 7 points down. There's only 2 between them now. They're against the wind, and Paul Hooban has it. The bit is between their teeth, and the ball is across to Darren Shaughnessy. He's got loads of players inside in space. One of those is Vince Morgan. Can he get there ahead of Sean Murphy? He spins Sean Murphy. It's Anthony Burns, in fact. Anthony Burns has the ball. He's already got the goal. Anthony Burns sprays the ball right across the field to Tiernan Killeen in space. Is this going to bring it back to a 1-point ball game? It is a 1-point ball game, and Tiernan Killeen is the man who puts it over the bar. 5 points in play for Tiernan Killeen, and all of a sudden it's 2-11 to 1-13.
Super work from Anthony Burns there. He let the ball through, picked it up, took the tackle, and was wise enough to turn back out, recycle the ball. And Tiernan Killeen, who are having a fine game so far for Loughrea, he's their main man for scores.
We're back to a 1-point ball game, 2-11 to 1-13, and in fairness, Andy, you got to credit Loughrea. Their title is on the line here today. They look dead and buried at 7 points down. All of a sudden there's only a point in it.
They were very slow burner right from the start, and said Tommy Kelly surely had some harsh words to them at half time, and even they're heading into the second half, like there's nearly 20 minutes gone already, and they're just about after kicking into life. So yeah, look, they're coming at the right time, but they're not making it easy on themselves at the start that they gave Clarinbridge, but they're certainly making a game of it now.
They've hit a goal and 2 points without reply here, and all of a sudden it's 2-11 to 1-13. The sideline is to Aaron Nyland. He's going to go for a score here. Aaron, he got 2 goals in the first half. Aaron Nyland with the sideline. It's not going to come in though, is it? I don't think it's going to come in. It's gone to the wrong side of the post. That's 7 wides now for Clarinbridge, 8 wides for Loughrea. There's a point between them on the scoreboard. Clarinbridge 2-11, Loughrea 1-13. 11 minutes to go here. The ball is won by Darren Shaughnessy out in the wing forward position. Darren Shaughnessy launches it long down the field, but Clarinbridge should have the numbers there. One of those is Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee goes down on the ball on the 45 metre line. He's so long out. He's swung around there by Joseph Mooney. It's going to be a free out, and that could be just the release that Clarinbridge needed. It's a free, and it's Evan Island who's going to take it. If he could put this over the bar, it'll be a significant score.
Yeah, Loughrea putting them under a lot of pressure. They got a quick puck out away there again to Darren Shaughnessy, but they've managed to turn it back here and got the chance for a point here now for like I said, Evan to relieve the pressure. But yeah, look, they'll be very, very happy Loughrea the way they've come back into the game. Those changes that they've made at half time, since half time as well too, with Neil Keary and Vince Morgan and those guys coming in, they really have made the difference.
2 goals and 11, 1-13. Evan Island stands over the free. This is the most important free he's taken today. He's over towards the stand side of the field. It's a difficult free, but he has the wind advantage, and we know how competent he is with the free taking. Here comes Evan Island with the free. He's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? He has got the accuracy. It's a superb score by Evan Island to reply to the Loughrea scores a couple of moments ago. Great score by Evan Island, and one that Clarinbridge needed.
That is a super score now to stand over that ball. I know they have that breeze at his back, but to nail that point from that distance under the stand is a great score.
2-12 to 1-13. Loughrea try to work it out towards Neil Keary. The ball goes past Neil Keary and Oisin Salmon, who tries to protect the ball. The ball is going to break. Who's going to pick it up? Cayman Killeen has it for Loughrea. Cayman has got a man inside if you can see him, but he's trying to burrow his way through. Leaves the ball off to Kieran Hanrahan. Kieran Hanrahan is out the field now. He's fouled there. It's going to be a free in on the 45 metre line, and this is possibly going to bring it back to a 1-point ball again, and Tiernan Killeen no doubt will take this as Clarinbridge are going to the bench. In comes Phelan McCann in place of Oisin Salmon. The full back is coming off for Clarinbridge. Shane Ryan is also coming in for Clarinbridge. See who's coming off the Clarinbridge attack. It's Dara Conahan is coming off for Clarinbridge in their attack, while Oisin Salmon is coming off the Clarinbridge defence. Tiernan Killeen stands over the free. Tiernan will be looking forward to the semi-final, of course, with Crowell, but this is Tiernan Killeen taking the free here for Loughrea. He's got 8 points so far, 3 frees and 5 from play on the 45 metre line. Will he get the accuracy here with this one? He will get the accuracy, and that's a 9th point for Tiernan Killeen. We're back to a 1-point ball game again, Andy, with 10 minutes to go here. 2-12 to 1-14.
Well, we've seen Loughrea's response now, so we need to see Clarinbridge's response here now, because Loughrea have made a battle out of it, and they really are winning that battle at the minute.
The ball over to the far side of the field. Keane Salmon is out in the wing forward position now. The ball is won by Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan has the ball. He goes back the field towards TJ Brennan. TJ Brennan has the ball in his hand. He's put under serious pressure there by Darren Shaughnessy. A wide pull there by Darren Shaughnessy, and that's going to be a free, and it's going to be a free to Clarinbridge, and it is going to be a free that Evan Island will take to try and score for the 10th time. This would put his side 2 points in front again, and a needless free given away really there by Darren Shaughnessy, because in fairness to TJ Brennan, he was very close to the sideline.
He was going nowhere now, exactly. He was under, he was not in immediate danger. That he just needed to stand him up and defend properly, and now it's given another opportunity from an even easier position for Evan Island, considering the last one he took.
Yeah, and when we say an even easier position, it's not easy.
It's not easy at all.
It's out on the sideline. kind of in the middle of the field between both 65-metre lines on the stand side of the field as he gets ready to take this one. The last one he nailed superbly from way back the field, further back the field, as he stands over this free. He has already scored 9 points. He's looking for point number 10. He has got 6 free so far and 3 from play. This would be point number 10 if he can put it between the posts. Here comes Evan Island with the free. He launches it in towards the goals. It's gone to the left, it's gone wide. It was a difficult free, and he puts that one to the wrong side of the post and wide. 1 point between the sides, that's delicately poised. 2-12 to 1-14. Clarinbridge led by 7 points into the second half with a very significant wind advantage. Loughrea, in fairness, have come back into it. There's only a point between them. Is there a Loughrea man foul? According to the referee, there's not, and it's picked up by Clarinbridge. Back to Phelan McCann. He's put under serious pressure from 3 Loughrea men there. Big tackles going in from Loughrea out towards TJ Brennan. He's under pressure now. There's 3 Loughrea men on him, and eventually he clears the ball down the field, but Joseph Mooney goes up first. It's going to break though into the path of Shane Ryan. Shane Ryan has it for Clarinbridge. He's opened up the scoring opportunity here. Shane Ryan still zoning forward. He needs to take the score here. Shane Ryan, will he take the score off the right hand side? Shane Ryan goes for the score, and Shane Ryan puts it over the bar. That is a good score by Shane Ryan. Possibly could have hit it a couple of seconds before that, but he puts it over the bar. Good score by Shane Ryan.
Could have hit it earlier, could have popped it out to his right hand side too as well, to the option on his outside, but no, he very casually, very calmly stepped to his right and nailed a good score.
2-13 to 1-14. Garage Loughnane with the puck out. We have 7 minutes of normal time to go. He launches it over towards the far side of the field. TJ Brennan takes it out of the air superbly for Clarinbridge. TJ has had a fine game out towards Joshua Ryan. Joshua going for the score from the middle of the field. It's a dangerous high ball. It's going to carry though, and it's going to carry wide, and that's 9 wides for Clarinbridge. But again, TJ Brennan having a fine game at wing back, it must be said. He's on a lot of ball.
Fine player, and especially under that high ball, that's the guy that you want to have it.
And Tiernan Killeen did very well to catch the ball there, because Garage Loughnane's puck out skipped along the floor, and TJ, or in fairness to Tiernan Killeen, he did exceptionally well to win that ball because it skipped along the floor. He was fouled. It's going to be a free from the middle of the field.
He's having a fine game, and he's given Gavin Lee plenty to think about all day. He got 2 very, very good points in play in the first half where he dropped deep, and that really is Tiernan Killeen's game. He drops deep, looking for that ball, and if he gets a chance for a score, he's a great man to finish.
Shane Morgan is taking this free for Loughrea. 6 minutes to go here. 2-13 to 1-14. 19 points to 17 in this county championship quarter final. Here comes Shane Morgan with the free now for Loughrea. He's in dead straight in the middle of the field as he takes this. He's against the window as he launched this one. He's already got 1 point. Is this going to be point number 2 by Shane Morgan? Is he happy with that one? He's happy with that one. He's put it over the bar. That's point number 3, I should say, for Shane Morgan. 2 from frees and 1 from a 65. We're back to 1 point again. 2-13 to 1-15. Significantly, Clarinbridge are still in front.
They're still in front, much similar to the last game. They're keeping their noses in front. Loughrea are doing all the battling now, so it's going to be an interesting last 5 minutes now here to see who can either see the game through for Clarinbridge or for Loughrea can get it over the line and get back.
Loughrea are coming again, and that ball is launched down the field. It goes past Phelan McCann. Will Neil Keary get there? He doesn't have the pace at this stage of his career, but he wins the possession. He has the ball in his hand, Neil Keary. He's been a fine forward for Loughrea for many years. Oh, what a lovely ball inside to Vince Morgan. Vince Morgan bearing down a goal. He comes inside Gavin Lee. It's going to be a free in. We're going to have the equaliser. It's going to be a yellow card for Gavin Lee. The sides are going to be 11 in a couple of moments, you would think.
Going to be 11-9, but that was very rash, I feel, from Gavin Lee. He caught that ball kind of on the 21. He was still quite a bit out, still had a bit to carry that ball. I think
it's the yellow card.
Should have defended the situation a little bit better. There's a chance now for Loughrea to level the game with 5 minutes to go.
But it was a great pass from Neil Keary, in fairness, inside towards Vince Morgan. This will level the ball game, you would think, with about 5 minutes left here in Kenny Park. 2-13 to 1-15. Here comes Tiernan Killeen with the free for Loughrea. He's looking for point number 10. He has got point number 10. The sides are level, and in fairness to Loughrea, they have whittled the Clarinbridge lead of 7 points down, and all of a sudden we're level now. 2-13 to 1-16 as Chris Canlon takes the puck out. It's delicately poised. He goes over to the far side of the field looking for Joshua Ryan. He's in a race possession with Cullen Killeen, and Joshua Ryan has the ball in his hand. He hand passes it inside. It just goes astray, and it's picked up by Shane Morgan for Loughrea. Shane Morgan has it now. Shane Morgan, there's an ocean of space here. Who's going to get there first? It looks like Sean Murphy is in front of Vince Morgan and Anthony Burns. Sean Murphy has the ball. He's going to hand pass it across the field. He picks out Gavin Lee. Gavin Lee goes to this side of the field looking for Liam Lean. Will he keep it in play? Brilliantly kept in play by Liam Lean. Has he kept in play? He tried to spin his man at the same time as catching the ball. He almost had it. It would have been a beautiful piece of play if he could have caught it, but the ball goes out over the line. It's a line ball to Loughrea, and there's slight momentum now, Andy, you would think, with Loughrea at this stage of the game.
There is. They've really turned around from half time now. Their tails are up now, and they're happy with the battle that it has become. So it's really going to be interesting who's going to push on here. It's a draw game.
It was 2-10 to 9 points 9 minutes into the second half.
Here's Loughrea.
7 to 3 points since into Loughrea, and they're on the attack again with Tiernan Killeen. Tiernan Killeen's got 5 points in play. Plays the ball back towards Joseph Mooney in space. Joseph Mooney back to Tiernan Killeen again. Is he going to go for another point from play? Tiernan Killeen to put Loughrea in front. Tiernan Killeen high, and this one goes to the wrong side of the post. It goes wide, and 9th wide. They're level on the scoreboard. They're level on the wide counts as well. Who'll be winning this game at the end of the game? We could have extra time, of course. The breeze has died a bit, as we said at the start of the second half, but that's to credit to Loughrea. They've come well back into it. Brilliantly caught by David Lee. He's fouled. It's going to be a free in and a chance for Clarinbridge to go in front again. Great catch by David Lee.
Super catch from the puck out. In fairness to David Lee, he's had such a battle all day, but this is what is going to come down to, small moments like this. It's man for man from here now, and a few minutes to go. It really could go either way.
3 minutes to go. We've seen 4 very exciting and very tight county championship quarter-finals. I know Turlock won by 10 in the end, but they were a point down with 10 minutes to go in that game against Oranmore Mary. The other games, we've seen extra time in one. We've seen a late goal from Victor Manzo win it for St Thomas's at the death against Tommy Larkins, and we've seen Loughrea come back from 7 points to level the game here against Clarinbridge as Evan Island stands over the free looking for point number 10 for him. Evan Island shouldn't make any mistake with this. He hasn't made any mistake. He's put it over the bar, and Clarinbridge are in front again, 2-14 to 1-16, and Gareth Loughnane takes the puck out. It's a dangerous one out towards Kieran Hannon. Oh, brilliantly taken by Kieran Hannon, and he was under serious pressure at the cornerback. He does very well to lay the ball off to his brother. That's Ian Hannon coming inside. Ian Hannon soloing forward now. Ian Hannon has got a man outside him. It's Neil Keary. He goes for the score himself. He should have passed it to Neil Keary, and the ball is won by Chris Callan. Chris Callan coming out of the goals, lays it off to TJ Brennan. TJ Brennan has the ball now. He's under serious pressure there from Vince Morgan over the far side of the field. He's soloing out. He's still going forward. He tries to flick it over the head of Vince Morgan. He loses possession. There's a stalemate situation over in the far side of the field. There's a point between the sides. Clarinbridge lead 2-14 to 1-16. Liam Gordon is close to the action, as are a number of players. Sean Murphy is one of those. He tries to pick it up. Tiernan Killeen tries to pick it up as well, and the ball is won by a Clarinbridge man over there, and Clarinbridge are working it out with Shane Ryan. He's fouled. It's going to be a free out, but I think Ian Hannon will realise that he maybe took the wrong decision there, because Neil Keary was in space on this side of the field. There's a point between the sides, 2-14 to 1-16. We will have the draw for the championship semi-final coming up at the end of this game. Of course, we could have extra time in this game as well. There's a point between them with 2 minutes to go. 2 goals and 14 points now for Clarinbridge. 1 goal and 16 points for Loughrea, as Clarinbridge have the free out in the full back line, and it is Dylan Dunn who's going to take the free out. Alan Kelly is about to come in for Loughrea, another one of their under 20 players, as Dylan Dunn back in his own full back line takes this free. He just misplaced the pick up there as that ball goes long down the field. Mark Kennedy, who got the opening 2 points, tries to win it as well, and the ball is picked up by Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban back to Johnny Cohn. Johnny looks upfield. Johnny sprays the ball out towards Tiernan Killeen. It's a poor enough ball, but Tiernan Killeen has it. Cullen Killeen, I should say, who has it. Cullen Killeen after Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan looks upfield, plays the ball inside towards the corner forward. That's Vince Morgan, but good play there by the Clarinbridge man, Mikey Fallon. It's picked up by Tiernan Killeen. Killeen is going to go for the score for Loughrea. The sides are level once more. That's 11 points for Tiernan Killeen. It's his 6th score from play. He's hit 5 from frees as well. We're level again, 2-14 to 1-17. Great score by Tiernan Killeen.
Super score now. A few of the Loughrea forwards coming and going in the game, but really throughout the entire hour it has to be Tiernan Killeen that's really been the main man for them. He's got the scores and they really need them, and kept them alive really in that second half. In the early parts, and they were still quite flat.
He's hit 6 from play and 5 from frees, as Ian Hanrahan is coming off the team, the Loughrea captain. The sides are level, 2-14 to 1-17. 29.5 minutes played here. Lovely touch by Mark Kennedy. The ball comes off Paul Hooban though, and it goes out over the line. Clarinbridge are going to the bench again. They're going towards Andrew Monaghan, who's going to come in for Clarinbridge wearing number 27, as Mark Kennedy will take the sideline. We're looking down in front of us here to see what the additional time will be at the end of this game. The 30 minutes aren't up as of yet. It's 2 goals and 14 points for Clarinbridge, 1-17 for Loughrea in this county championship quarter final. We could be here for a while yet, as Mark Kennedy gets ready to take the sideline for Clarinbridge. Mark Kennedy got the opening 2 scores of the game inside the opening minute. Now we're into the last minute of the 60. He tries to take that sideline. It's a poor enough sideline. There's 3 minutes of additional time. It's won by Aaron Island. Aaron Island is blocked down though, and Aaron Island still has the ball though. He's soloing for it. He's coming in along the inline. He's hooched. Is he out over the line? He's not out over the line yet. The ball isn't out over the line, but it's Loughrea who have it with Kieran Hannon. It comes off Keane Salmon. It goes out. It's wide. The 3 minutes additional time. We're into the 3 minutes of additional time now, and it's delicately poised, Andy. This could go either way.
Bit ambitious there from Aaron. In fairness, Nighty probably should have turned back out and recycled that ball into more space with a better shot for an angle.
Quick puck out towards Johnny Cohn, and Johnny Cohn has it, plays it up towards Neil Keary, 2 of the more experienced one, but Phelan McCann gets the hurl in there for Loughrea. Neil Keary tries to pick it up. It breaks towards Joseph Mooney and Shane Ryan over on the far side of the field. It's very close to the sideline over on the stand side of the field here. This could be a significant moment of the game. Whoever comes away with it, it's gone out over the line, and both sides are claiming the line ball over on the far side of the field. David Staunton hasn't given the decision as of yet. Liam Gordon, the Rachor, has gone over to him. Could it be a throw ball? It is a throw ball. The last throw ball ended up in the net for Loughrea, by the way, when on this side of the field. 2-14 to 1-17. We have hit the 31st minute. We have 2 minutes to go here, as Andrew Monaghan is getting some advice there from one of the selectors for Clarinbridge. He's about to see action in this championship quarter final. There's a Loughrea man down. Cayman Killeen has gone down for Loughrea there before that ball was thrown in, and the referee is going to have to see what happened here. Cayman Killeen wearing number 10 was the man who went down for Clarinbridge, or for Loughrea, I should say. The other number 10, Shane Ryan, was in close attendance. He got a point already for Clarinbridge as well upon his introduction. 31-30 almost played here now, a minute and a half to go, and for either side here to lose this would be heartbreaking, to win it would be huge.
Yeah, it's looking high possibility now at this stage that it is going to be extra time. If someone can manufacture something, and they have to be very careful. Both teams here now don't give away an easy free.
Yes, nobody will want to give a free away here, I can tell you, because it could be the deciding score. There's going to be a throw in. 2 minutes almost have been played here in the additional time. The crowd are kind of quiet at the moment. It's fairly tense here.
Anxious, more than quiet now. Yeah,
it's tight. 2-14 to 1-17. Clarinbridge led by 7 points, 10 minutes into the second half here. All of a sudden the sides are level now. Who's going to win this ball? There's 2 minutes into the additional time. The ball is won by Loughrea. Brian Keary, was a foul there. Brian Keary has the ball in his hand. He tries to get away from 3 or 4 Clarinbridge men. He doesn't want to overcarry the ball. The ball breaks back towards Anthony Burns. The pressure's going on from both sides. Was that man Tiernan Killeen again who has it? Tiernan Killeen plays the ball off to Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban hits a low ball inside towards the corner forward position. There's 30 seconds to go here. Vince Morgan spins his man. His hurl is pulled. It's going to be a free in. It's a chance for Loughrea to win the county championship quarter final, and Tiernan Killeen will be the man who'll take it. Vince Morgan just spun Michael Fallon. He pulled his hurl back. It's going to be a free in. A chance possibly for Tiernan Killeen to score his 12th point of the day.
Mikey Fallon did everything right. You'd look for a full back and a corner back. He went all out for that ball, but just let the ball through, and a little tug of the hurl. Big opportunity now for Tiernan Killeen with very little time left to get back for Clarinbridge.
There's 20 seconds to go of the 3 minutes additional time. Tiernan Killeen has the free. He's pointed on 11 occasions. 6 from play, 5 from frees. He's between the 45 and the 65 metre line. He's against a strong window in the Kenny Park in Athenry. Is this a chance to put his side in front here? Tiernan Killeen stands over the free for the county champions Loughrea. The sides are level at the moment. Tiernan Killeen for Loughrea launches it in towards the goals. He's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? He has. He's put it over the bar. Tiernan Killeen, his 12th point of the day, his 6th from a free, and suddenly Loughrea have turned a 7-point deficit into a 1-point lead. The 3 minutes of additional time are up. That's the first time they've led, I think, in the game as well. That ball goes long down the field. 2-14 to 1-18. Who's going to get on the ball? Loughrea have it with Ian Hanrahan bursting out of defence. Is it going to be a free out? The ball is in. It's all over. It's all over. And Loughrea, the county champions, have beaten Clarinbridge by a point, 1-18 to 2-14 in the county championship quarter final. And in fairness, Andy, you got to credit them. They were 7 points down. They looked almost dead and buried, and they've come back to win by a point.
I have to give them that. They really showed their credentials, and they really showed their steel there at the very end. Down to one man pretty much for me. Tiernan Killeen led the line the entire half there when they really needed the scores, got them back, and the one that had to be taken to get it over the bar to finish the game. Very, very slow burner for Tommy Kelly's men, and they'll have a lot of things to look at, but who cares? They got through a very, very tough battle, and they'll be very, very happy heading into that semi-final draw now.
David Ford, the Clarinbridge manager, is on his knees there. The Loughrea manager Tommy Kelly is beside him, and I'm sure David Ford is wondering how did they not win that game, considering that they went 7 points up. But again, Loughrea, the county champions, you know, they came back from the dead. They were 1 goal and 11 points to 8 points in the second half. Second half scores 1-11 for Loughrea, 8 points for Clarinbridge. And I suppose Loughrea, you know, their championship, they were in trouble at half time. It was 2-6 to 7 points or something at half time, but they really came storming back into it. Their supporters are delighted. We're going to have the draw in a couple of minutes as well for the championship semi-finals, but from Stream Sport here, it's a win for Loughrea by a point. Loughrea 1 goal and 18 points. Clarinbridge 2-14. Loughrea into the championship semi-finals.
He's still going through. He's gone through the heart of the defence here. Joshua Ryan to Mark Kennedy. He's got a man inside. Kennedy goes for the lovely pass inside to Mark Kennedy. Kennedy going for point number 2 in the opening stages of the game. Kennedy, has he put the ball? And he should have the distance. He should have the accuracy. It should be 3 points to no score. It is 3 points. Will he wind up for a score from the midfield position? Tiernan Killeen does go for a score. It's coming in beautifully by the ball. It's won by Cullen Killeen, who loses possession, and it's picked up by TJ Brennan. TJ soloing forward. He's got the ball twice already, has he? He's still soloing forward now for Clarinbridge, and he's gone through the heart of that Loughrea defence. He's still going forward. He flicks the ball further forward towards Keane Salmon. Salmon has the ball in his hand. Salmon has got a support player inside. It's TJ Brennan who's continued the run. TJ inside again towards Aaron Island. He's got 5 goals in the championship. Is he trying to wind up for goal number 6? He's tried to, but he's fouled. It's going to be a penalty. But I'd Loughrea against Garage Lucknan, who's running around the goalpost there, trying to put him off as this penalty is about to be taken. He's Aaron Island lifts, spins and strikes into that. It's going to break. It's going to break towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan has it on the 20-metre line, and Jamie Ryan puts it between the posts to a point as Evan Island stands over the free on the 20-metre line, and Evan Island puts it between the posts. He has got Brian Keary. Brian Keary has the ball now. Brian Keary is going to go for the score from the wing back position. It's a good strike by Brian. Decides to go in towards Keane Salmon again. Keane Salmon and Johnny Cohen in a race possession over there. Salmon has the ball in his hand and he loses it, but he's picked it up initially, and he has the ball. He's coming inside. He's got Mark Kennedy in support. If he can find it, plays the ball across the goals towards Aaron Island. Goal scoring opportunity into the net. A goal for Aaron Island. Points. His side 7 points in arrears as he gets ready to take this free. Has he put this one between the posts? He has. Plays it towards Tiernan Killeen. It should be a score for Tiernan Killeen, and Tiernan Killeen has put that one.
Keep that scoreboard going and keep themselves ahead, and then look forward to the second half with that breeze.
And over to the far side of the field it is with Kieran Hanrahan. Kieran Hanrahan wearing number 4 is going for a score for Loughrea. Ball is going to break inside towards Darren Shaughnessy, who read that well. Darren Shaughnessy has it, comes inside his man, scored a goal in the quarter-final last year into Anthony Burns. Goal shot by Anthony Burns. Great save by the goalkeeper Chris Gal. Here comes Shane Morgan with the free. He's already pointed once. Has he pointed twice? It looks as if he has. For Clarinbridge, Evan has already got 3 points so far. This should be point number 4. He's pushing Salmon in order to fall out of his hand. It breaks back towards Tiernan Killeen. Killeen going for the score for Loughrea. The ball inside towards Evan Island. He'll go for the score from the centre half forward position. Evan Island off the left hand side, and Loughrea have changed their team so much time to get back into this game as Tiernan Killeen takes the Evan skips one way. He's got a support player outside, but he's going to go for the score himself. Evan Island, has that ball come inside the post, or has it gone to the wrong side of the post? It's come inside the post. It's in the Loughrea defence. The ball is picked up by Aaron Island out towards the number 17, who's Dara Coon, and here comes the free from Evan Island. Evan Island, has he put it between the posts? He has put it between
They could do with a goal really to get themselves to spark them into life.
Darren Shaughnessy has been brought out back towards Evan Island, and Evan Island goes to the score. That's a superb score by Evan Island. The work rate of
really badly.
Tiernan Killeen takes the free for Loughrea, and Tiernan Killeen has put it straight between them. Both teams will be happy enough with that. The ball is going to be won by Cullen Killeen though, and Cullen Killeen gets it back to Brian Keary, and Brian Keary goes route one with that one in towards the square. Clarinbridge and Loughrea battling for the ball, breaks into Neil Keary. Goal scoring opportunity for Anthony Burns all of a sudden. Burns with the shot into the back of the net. A goal for Loughrea.
Scores better than Loughrea. Is really getting going now.
Tiernan Killeen has the ball for Loughrea. We're back to 2 points. That's Tiernan Killeen across the field to Tiernan Killeen in space. Is this going to bring it back to a 1 point ball game? It is a 1 point ball game advantage, and we know how competent he is with the free taking. Here comes Evan Island with the free. He's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? He has 3 and 5 from play on the 45-metre line. Will he get the accuracy here with this one? He will get the accuracy. It's only 4. He needs to take the score here. Shane Ryan, will he take the score off the right hand side? Shane Ryan goes for the score. The win though as he launched this one. He's already got 1 point. Is this going to be point number 2 by Shane Morgan? Is he happy with that? 13 to 115. Here comes Tiernan Killeen with the free for Loughrea. He's looking for point number stands over the free, looking for point number 10 for him. Evan Island shouldn't make any mistake with this. He has there by the Clarinbridge and Mikey Fallon. It's picked up by Tiernan Killeen. Killeen is going to go for the score for Loughrea. The side of it at the moment. Tiernan Killeen for Loughrea. Launches it in towards the goal. He's got the distance. Has he got the accuracy? Point deficit into a 1 point lead. The 3 minutes of additional time. That's the first time they've led, I think, in the game as well. That ball goes long down the field. 2:14 to 1:18. Who's going to get on the ball? Loughrea have it with Ian Hanrahan bursting out of defence. Is it going to be a free out? The ball is in. It's all over. It's all over. Loughrea, the county champions.